Okay, alright. How is everybody? Hello. Happy Sunday. Hope you've all been having a good weekend. If you have a 3-day weekend because of tomorrow's holiday, lucky you. I super do not. I gotta frickin' work tomorrow. So, that's fun. But I hope the rest of you are having a good weekend. Oh, shoot. I forgot my water. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta go get my water. Alright, got my water. Okay. That's better. Okay, so we're gonna try and wrap up Detective Instinct tonight. I think we're about halfway through. I think there's 5 chapters, but we're in like the middle of chapter 3, maybe? Actually don't remember. Well, we'll figure it out. Okay, we're gonna go open the game. Haha! Okay. And here we go. Goodbye, Spotify. Yeah, I need to enlarge in the screen again. I don't know why it doesn't keep the screen size. There we go. Much better. I don't think it looks any different on your guys' side, but for me it starts off with this very tiny window. Okay, so we were planning to interrogate the old man because he's basically the only person on the train we haven't talked to yet. Okay, bartender's being weird, that's right. It's always being weird. To the observation deck. Ah, it's just him and the him and the conductor. Conductor? Officer? What is she? There he is, right on schedule. Alright, here goes nothing. Excuse me, sir? Yes, can I help you? You're Mr. Fisher, correct? How do you know who I am? Oh, these two wanted to talk to you earlier. I think they were looking for something. So this is Fisher. Up close, he seems kind of frail. And a little shifty. Let's talk to him. I'm trying. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember. I can't help you. Nobody's here but those two. Not very talkative, huh? He didn't want to talk to Detective Daltrey either. What's he hiding? Let's ask him about Alma. Maybe that'll get him talking. How do you know that name? It's the name of the woman we're looking for. Does it ring a bell? I don't know anything. Stop asking me questions. I can't help you. That touched a nerve. Mr. Fisher, are you okay? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm an old man. Leave me alone. Ugh, he still won't talk to us. He seems really nervous. Should we Should we tell him that we know he's not registered for this train? I don't know, Emma. Let's press him just a little further. I know he's hiding something. He must know something about Alma. He just has to. I'm nervous about pushing him too far, but Emma's right. We need to know what he knows.
What do you want? Why are you harassing me? I don't know anything about that or anything else. I have nothing to do with that.
Mr. Fisher, it's okay. We're just trying to find out what happened to Alma.
You leave her out of this. I know nothing and I will tell you nothing.
Mr. Fisher, calm down. Everything will be okay. Mr. Fisher, we know you're not registered for this train, and so does the porter. You may already be looking for security. Emma? I'm taking a picture of this. This is a great picture. Heh. Great reaction shot. No, not registered. Is that true, Mr. Fisher? There's no reason left for you to hide anything from us. Please. We just want to find Alma.
I won't go back. You can't make me go back.
Well, I'm not planning on making you go back. That's a great reaction shot, by the way. I'm taking that one too. Save photo. Thank you. Uh-oh. He's got a gun! Oh, he has actually got a gun.
I have a gun. Don't come any closer.
Oh my.
Stay back. I wanted all of you.
He's got a gun. I don't know what to do. I'm so scared. I can't even move. What? If we don't do something quick, he might. But what should we do? He looks scared. Do you think we're trying to hurt him? Maybe this is all just a misunderstanding. Maybe I can reason with him. Mr. Fisher, you don't have to do this. We're not trying to get you in trouble. We're just looking for someone.
Shut up! You're just trying to trick me. You can't make me go back to Ventrica. You can't. I won't.
Why is he so afraid to go back to Ventrica?
Be quiet. Go away right now, or
It's no use. He's not listening. Is Emma okay? Oh, Mr. Fisher, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I mean, we're not.
Shut up! You can't fool me. I remember you now. You two were talking to that detective. You're with the police. He's gonna take me away. He's gonna take me back, and then I won't let you.
Mr. Fisher, we're not with the detective. This is a misunderstanding. You don't have to deal with this.
I don't have a choice. If I go back to Ventrica, I'll be killed. They'll kill me just like they killed Maxwell.
Did he just say Maxwell? Where do I heard that name? Drop the gun. Detective? It's over, Fisher. Drop it.
I'm finished.
Oh no, he's gonna shoot himself. Oh, nope, never mind. No bullets. Oh, Mr. Fisher. Mr. Fisher, I searched your cabin and I found your boarding pass. This ticket was stolen, was it not?
Yes.
Just a moment ago, you said if you went back to Ventrica, you'd be killed, like Maxwell. You mean Edison Maxwell, the lawyer?
Yes, that's right.
Of course, Maxwell was the lawyer who was found dead yesterday morning. The lawyer that Otto Keller, the victim from the hotel, used to work for. I think you'd better explain yourself. What are you doing on this train?
Can you ever forgive me for this?
Yes, Mr. Fisher, of course we forgive you. No, I don't know about that. That was pretty fast.
I need to explain from the beginning, but first of all, first take a picture of me here, because this is a good picture. It's a good reaction shot. Yes. That's me, Mr. Fisher. I came to Ventrica 25 years ago with my wife and my young daughter from my home in Gabrica. I had black hair back then. Our life in Gabrica was very challenging, so we came to Ventura in hopes of making a better life for our daughter. We were led to believe that Ventura would be our promised land, that our troubles would be over when we finally arrived. But that was a lie. We found that opportunities for Gambican immigrants were few and far between. And we were not welcomed with open arms as we thought we would be. And truth is, we struggled just as much in Ventura as we did in Gambica. It was very hard to make ends meet. And it only got harder when my wife fell ill. I tried my best to be a good father to my daughter, but I know I made many mistakes. When she grew older, she met an Englishman who wanted to take her away to London. She begged me to let her go, but I was afraid of losing her. I've said some things I shouldn't have said. It doesn't matter. In the end, she left without saying a word. My life hit rock bottom, and that's when I met him, Maxwell. He introduced himself to me with a proposition. He would pay me a sizable sum if I spied on my employer for him. I'd been working as a gardener for a Ventrican senator for a few years. I don't know why, but Maxwell wanted information on him. I couldn't say no. I needed the money. I could barely support myself as it was. Every Sunday night, I would meet Maxwell at his hotel, tell him what I'd found. He'd pay me, and I would go. It seemed harmless enough. This went on for a few months until one day I received a letter in the mail. It was from my daughter. I hadn't heard from her in over 2 years. I couldn't believe it. She told me she'd just given birth to a daughter. And she named her after her grandmother, my wife. She named her Alma. Suddenly I was overcome with guilt. When did I become spying on a politician for a crooked lawyer? I hardly recognize myself. How could I face my daughter? How could I face my granddaughter knowing what I had done? That Sunday I resolved to tell Maxwell I wouldn't spy for him anymore, but he refused. He threatened me. Said if I stopped, he would use his connections in the government to have me deported. He had me trapped. What could I do? How could I refuse? I had to keep spying for him. But at least now I had a goal. I would save up my money and buy a ticket to London. I would escape. I would find my daughter. I was so close. I only needed a few more payments from Maxwell and I'd be finished. But then I went to his house 2 nights ago and here it was. They was dead. I panicked. I ran as fast as I could and then he hit me. Somebody must have found out about the spying. We got to Maxwell first, but I must be next. I had to escape, so I came to the station and well, you know what I did. I never thought I'd be found out when the train left the station. I was sure I was free. I'll soon be in London, reunited with my daughter and her family. Oh, Mr. Fisher. What a story. This senator you were working for, what was his name? It was Senator Gordon. Senator Gordon? Isn't that Professor Martin's old friend? Officer, I'm begging you, please, let me stay in London. Don't make me go back to Vendrica. I just want to see my daughter. I just want to meet my granddaughter. I just want to meet Alma. When we arrive in London, you'll have to come back with me on the first train back to Vendrica. I promise that no harm will come to you when we return home. I understand. Oh, detective, can't you let him stay? I know he's broken the law, but listen up to me. The rest of you wouldn't mind. I'd like to speak with him alone for a while. Trevor, let's go. I'm gonna check Fisher. The attendant. Oh, Mr. Fisher, everything will be okay.
I. Mhm. Look at that man. Is he blinkering? He's blinking in my notes. That's creepy. We must go find Martin. To my cabin. Dot 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 dot. I feel so ashamed of myself. I was so sure he knew something about Alma. I thought if we cornered him, we could get him to talk. But, well, he did talk, just not the right Alma. It was just a coincidence, and now he won't get to be reunited with his family. Well, I mean, it's not your fault he pulled out a fucking gun. Oh, Trevor, it's all my fault. It's all right, Emma. I think we both went a little too far. I feel really bad for Mr. Fisher, but it just seemed like such a good lead. How would I ever apologize for this? I don't know what to say. Let's take a step back. We got a lot of information today. We can worry about Mr. Fisher later. She's still waiting for us to find her, remember? You're right. Just give me a second. Okay, let's review what we learned today. Just like last time. Oh no, I have to do a question and answer session and I haven't played in like 5 days. Oh, I missed a lot of achievements here. Alright, let's save. I have to replay this game just to get the achievements. Okay, let's think. How many achievements do I have anyway? I have 4 achievements. Boy, I have, I could be doing better. The day got off to a bad start. When I woke up, I discovered that the ring we found yesterday was missing. I searched my cabin for over an hour, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I still feel so stupid for losing it. It's okay, Emma. We were still able to investigate without it. Yeah, we still needed to find the other people who might have seen me and Alma together, so we went to the lounge car to look for them. Started with those golfers, Dennis and Palmer. Unfortunately, neither of them remembered a thing about me or Alma. We're too busy arguing about putters or whatever. When we brought it up, though, Dennis proposed a couple of theories to explain what may have happened to Alma. Some of them were a little ridiculous, but, well, what did you think of Dennis's theories, Trevor? I don't know. They all seemed a little silly, but... What do we think here? Maybe she is still on board? Maybe she's hiding with Monty. Maybe? Nah, they're all silly. Honestly, you're right. They all sounded pretty hard to believe. Maybe this whole thing is ridiculous. Anyway, after we finished talking with them, we ran into Mr. Fisher for the first time. He was trying to get away from Daltrey. It seemed pretty suspicious. Fisher left quickly and Daltrey went back to his investigation, so around this time we talked to the bartender. Yeah, that creep made us a deal. If we could correctly guess what Monty's former job was, he'd tell us a bit more about the two of them. Monty and Veta, I mean. Gosh. After everything that happened tonight, I almost completely forgot about those two. Sorry. Tried talking to them again too, but that didn't go so well. Yeah, only Monty was around at first, and well, he's a man of few words. There was one thing that seemed to resonate with him, though. You remember what seemed to catch Monty's attention? A deck of cards? Right? Yeah, it was a deck of cards. As soon as we showed it to him, he performed a little card trick for us. It was very charming. But then Veta came back and kicked us out. Felt really bad for Monty at the time. He seemed so happy before she came back. Anyway, the card trick was a pretty solid clue about what Monty's former job was, but it was finding all those things in the storage car that really clinched it. Clinched it? Clinched it. Cage, a weird box, a suit of armor, a guillotine, all props on his act. So one more time, what kind of job did he have, Trevor? Why? He was a magician! Why are you making me say this again? That's right, Monty used to be a magician. It seems so obvious in hindsight, doesn't it? Once we figured it out, we talked to the bartender who told us all about Monty's past. Apparently, during one of his shows, he neglected an important safety procedure and it almost cost him his life. After that, he became a laughingstock and no venues would book his act anymore. How sad. It's just, if Monty's been out of a job for so long, how could the two of them really afford a luxury suite on this train? The bartender seemed to think they must be broke. It doesn't make any sense. We just have to be hiding something. We need to get them to talk to us somehow. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Mr. Fisher. We asked the train attendant in the observation car about him. She told us about how excited he was to see his family in London, and that he'd mentioned to her something about a woman named Alma. Hearing that name jogged my memory. The woman we've been looking for told me her name was Alma, I'm sure of it. After that, I was certain Fisher must know something about her, but it turned out it was just a coincidence. I don't know! Name of the game is Farewell My Beloved. Maybe his wife is his beloved that he's farewelling. The Alma that Fisher was talking about isn't the same Alma. Do you remember who it actually was? His wife and his granddaughter. Exactly. Fisher's granddaughter recently had a baby who she named Alma after the baby's grandmother, Fisher's late wife. Oh, it's just so sad, Trevor. How could I be so stupid? It's okay, Emma. We had other reasons to be suspicious of Fisher, remember? Yeah, because of what we learned from the porter in the storage car. When we first talked to the porter, he was a bit agitated. Apparently, they've been dealing with a particular problem on these trains lately. What was that problem? Stowaways. Apparently, he's been finding stowaways on the train very often recently. When we told the porter about Mr. Fisher, he confirmed that no one with that name was registered for the train. So, it seems pretty likely that Mr. Fisher was actually a stowaway. At that point, all that was left to do was talk to him ourselves. And then he pointed the gun at my face. Mr. Fisher panicked when he confronted him. He pulled the gun, but Daltrey appeared in the nick of time to de-escalate the situation, and it turned out the gun wasn't loaded anyway. He was just really scared. He was working as a spy for Maxwell. Where did he get the fucking gun? The lawyer whose death Daltrey is investigating. He even discovered Maxwell's body last night, which made him think that someone found out about the spying and that he may be killed too, so he stole a train ticket in order to escape. He also told us all about the circumstances that led him to this point. Can't believe everything Fisher's been through. I didn't know conditions for Gambrican immigrants were so bad. I didn't get that impression from Martin at all. You remember, right? Last night Martin told us that Vendrica had been working to open its borders to Gambrican refugees, but he didn't tell us they were still struggling. Really? I thought he made it pretty obvious they were still struggling. Yeah, but that isn't the only thing that's bothering me. It's who Fisher was involved with. You caught it too, right? The person that Maxwell was having Mr. Fisher spy on? Gordon. Yeah, it was Senator Gordon, Professor Martin's old friend. After that, Daltrey told Mr. Fisher he couldn't stay in London and they'd both be going back to Vendrica. I guess that means he'll be arrested. Yeah, that was the most serious I've ever seen Daltrey. It was a little eerie. Well, I think that's everything. Trevor, what's going on? I don't know. We only have 1 day left until we reach London. We found out so much, but still no sign of Alma. What should we do? It's been a long day. I think we should get some sleep, but tomorrow we need to find Mr. Fisher again. We still have a very important question to ask him. Oh yeah, definitely what's going on. I almost forgot why we were looking for him in the first place. He's the only person left who might remember seeing me and Alma together in the lounge car. We still need to find out what Veta and Monty are hiding too. It'll be okay, Emma. We can still get to the bottom of this. I think I'm gonna go to bed now, Trevor. I want to be alone for a bit if that's okay. It's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. I've never seen her like this. It's such a sick feeling in my stomach. Just what's going on here? Missing woman, man with gun. I think I'm a little scared to find out. I think we might be in some serious trouble here. Chapter 4. What time is it? Oh, it's really pouring out there. Note added. Gun. It's after 10. Emma's late again. It's pretty unlike her to let me sleep in. I figured she'd want to start investigating right away. Although, maybe she's not really in the mood after what happened last night. Ah, I get it. I know where she is. There's only one person Emma would trust enough for advice when she's feeling down, and that's Martin. I bet I'll find her if I go to his cabin. But what if I kept thinking? What if I kept thinking? Oh, I can't listen to anything on the radio? Okay. I'm going to Martin's. I bet Martin's like the one killing everyone.
Oh, hello, Trevor. Good morning.
Oh, hi, Trevor. Hey, guys. I thought I might find you here, Emma. I was surprised you didn't wake me up hours ago.
Oh,
yeah.
have a seat, Trevor. Emma and I were just having a conversation. You two have had quite the adventure these past few days, I've gathered.
Oh, I guess Emma told him what's been going on.
My, where to begin? Emma told me the two of you have been looking for a woman named Alma who evidently went missing on the day of our departure. She told me all about your investigation, the many places you've explored, the people you've spoken to, and she told me about the incident last night with that Fisher gentleman. What a frightening ordeal. I'm so glad the two of you are safe. It makes sense to me now. That ring you showed me yesterday, you believed it may belong to this Alma. I wish the two of you would have confided in me earlier. Perhaps I could have helped somehow. I'm sorry, Professor. I already felt terrible about making this Trevor's problem. I didn't want to make it yours, too. Ah, but that's what I'm here for, isn't it? It's my job to help, not just with your studies, but with anything you may need.
So what do you make of all this, Professor?
I must confess it's a lot to process. I'm not quite sure what to think. All of this on top of that detective investigating some very serious crimes. There's certainly something unusual happening here, but I feel it would be best for all of us to remain level-headed. There must be an explanation, and I am certain in time it will become clear to all of us.
Professor, there was something Fisher said last night that I wanted to ask you about. I told you that Fisher was being forced to spy on a Venducan politician by a lawyer named Maxwell. The man he was spying on was his employer. He said it was Senator Gordon.
Senator Gordon?
Isn't that the name of your friend? The one who invited you to Venduca for this trip?
Yep, that's right. Well, the idea that Fisher knew Gordon doesn't necessarily surprise me. As I told you the other night, Senator Gordon works extensively with Ganbican refugees. If Fisher is Ganbican, it makes sense that he and Gordon may have crossed paths. However, the idea that this Fisher gentleman was spying on Gordon... that is alarming. I can't imagine why someone would want to spy on Gordon. However, I thought that this Maxwell character was using a downtrodden man like Fisher for such a reason. It's just unconscionable. Listen to me, you two. I know that I can't stop you from doing what you want to do, but please be careful. It would give me tremendous peace of mind to know that you two weren't involving yourselves in something potentially dangerous. I just asked that you be sensible. I don't think I could bear it if anything happened to you.
We understand, Professor.
Thank you for joining me for breakfast, Emma, and thank you for staying the chat, Trevor. I know that things may seem uncertain right now, but I do believe we are in good hands with that detective on board. I'm sure everything will be sorted out before we arrive in London tonight. Until then, well, just stay cautious. I will see you both tonight when we disembark. Don't forget to begin packing your things. We'll be arriving before you know it.
We will, Professor. Hey, Trevor, can we go back to your cabin for a bit?
Sure. I'll see you both tonight.
Let's go back to your cabin for a bit. No, we're going to your cabin. To look for that ring. To look for that ring that you can't find. Hey, Trevor, are you alright, Emma? I just want to apologize. I'm sorry I went to talk to Martin without you. It's just, after last night, I felt so guilty for what I did to Mr. Fisher. It made me start questioning everything I've been doing. I was so embarrassed. I didn't want you to see me like that. You know, when I first realized Alma was missing, I thought about going to Martin for help right away, but the past few years I've depended on him so much. Whatever problems I've had with school, stress, work, anything really, he's always been there for me when I needed advice. So this time I thought I'd find another way. I wouldn't make it his burden. I wouldn't ruin his trip with my problems. I really thought I could get through this without him, but, well, I guess I couldn't. It's okay, Emma, there's nothing wrong with asking someone for help, especially after everything you've been through. If it makes you feel any better, I'm glad you asked me. Thanks, Trevor. So, where do we go from here? Martin was very polite, but I can tell he's skeptical. I don't think he really believes me. And I don't know, maybe he's right. To everything that's happened, I can't help but feel like we might be in over our heads a little bit. Maybe we should just leave everything for Detective Daltrey to sort out. Oh, I don't know. What do you think, Trevor? What should we do? I think we should keep looking. I know Martin wants us to stay safe, but I feel like we've come too far to call it quits now. We still have a lead to chase, remember? Yeah, I know, Mr. Fisher. We still need to ask him if he remembers seeing me with Alma the other day. Nothing else, I think we should at least see what he has to say, don't you? Okay, you're probably right. I guess it couldn't hurt to check with him just to be sure. At this point, I'd be surprised if he remembered seeing Alma. But if nothing else, I'd love to apologize to him for last night. How about we ask the observation car attendant if she knows what happened to him after last night? Any excuse to see her again, huh? Oh, give me a break. It's okay, Trevor, I'm just teasing you. I think it's a great idea. Just let me know when you're ready. We're gonna listen to the radio. Thank everyone for listening. I feel so lucky I get to share my musical passions with you over the airwaves. I'm gonna leave you with another classic by the High Windows from 1972 called You're All That's Left. Always puts me in a chill mood. Take it easy, folks, and remember, the sun will rise tomorrow no matter how hard that may be to believe. Peace and love. Excellent. Excellent music. She's cheered up a little. Yeah. It's a pretty song. It makes me feel relaxed for some reason. Is it because the developers made it? Oh. It's good music. Okay, that's enough of that. Goodbye. Oh, there's the attendant, and wait, it's Mr. Fisher. He's already here. That's so lucky. I'm gonna check him. The atmosphere in this place has totally changed, man. Something must have happened here. Well, he's not wrong. Huh, even after everything that's happened yesterday, she seems as cheery as ever. She must be pretty tough and very forgiving. Fisher's a lucky guy. Here he is. I wonder what happened with him and Daltrey after we left last night. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. What about up there? Over here? Nothing there. Okay, fine. Let's try to talk to him. No, I don't wanna. Mr. Fisher?
Oh, hello, you two. I would like to sincerely apologize for my behavior last night. There's no excuse for me to cause such a panic.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. It's all my fault that you can't stay in London.
No, everything that's happened I brought upon myself. I've made many mistakes in my life, but from this day forward, I'm determined to become a man worthy of my granddaughter. I know I'll meet her someday.
Well, Mr. Fisher, we're really sorry to bother you, but would you mind if we asked you some questions?
Not at all. What can I help you with?
Looks like he's been doing alright, all things considered. Mr. Fisher, do you remember sitting in the lounge car 2 days ago? It would have been around this time.
That would have been shortly after the train departed, correct? Yes, I do believe I spent some time in the lounge car. I was so thrilled to have made it on board, I wanted to explore the whole train. Of course, eventually I found my way here, which is my preferred spot.
Do you by any chance remember seeing me there, me and another woman?
Oh, I'm not so good with faces, but let me think. I'm very sorry, I just can't remember.
Oh, you can't?
I know it must seem strange, given that Maxwell was paying me to be observant, but I must confess, well, my memory just isn't what it used to be.
Oh, shoot, do I have that face? I might need that face. That's a great face. Oh, I do not have that face. Let's take this picture. Yeah, I'll just grab the arm there. Perfect. And save that.
It's hard for me to commit small details to memory unless I really try, and I'm afraid I don't recall seeing you before last night. I sincerely apologize.
It's okay, Mr. Fisher. Thanks anyway. Man, I can't believe it. Not everyone. I really thought he'd be the one who'd be able to help us. Is this really it? Do we have nowhere else to go from here? Emma's being nice, but she must be pretty disappointed.
I spoke with Detective Daughtry at length last night. I had no idea he was here investigating Maxwell's death. This was also the first I heard about what happened to poor Otto. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't have any hard feelings. The detective's fully doing his job, and he was kind enough to allow me to keep my accommodations here in spite of everything.
Did you know Otto Keller, Mr. Fisher?
Oh, you know about Otto? It seems I was the last to find out. I didn't know him well, but having worked with Maxwell for a while, we did cross paths from time to time. He was Maxwell's housekeeper, in case you weren't aware. He was a very kind man. He's a American immigrant like myself, so I found him very easy to talk to. I think he too was killed. Maxwell introduced himself to me at a bar. I could tell he was troubled, but the money he was offering was too good to pass up. I have no idea what interest Maxwell had in Senator Gordon. Frankly, I didn't want to know. First, Maxwell just had me listen to Gordon's conversations and report back what I heard. Later, he got more daring and asked me to look through his documents, memorize them, and tell him what they said.
You managed to do that without getting caught?
To be honest, I don't think Senator Gordon ever noticed my presence. He never suspected a thing, as far as I'm aware. I found Maxwell in exactly the same way as Daughtry described him, sitting alone at his dinner table with a knife in his back. How pitiful. I couldn't tell you much more. As soon as I realized he was dead, I fled the scene in a panic. How pitiful. I would only ever see Otto for a minute at a time. We didn't do much more than make small talk. I remember him telling me how he and his wife wanted to start a family. I could tell he was struggling like the rest of us immigrants, but I always sensed nothing but optimism from him. He truly was a very kind man. I'm afraid I don't know why Otto was at that hotel 3 nights ago, but the timing is remarkable. I found Maxwell dead the same night. The detective asked me if he thought Otto might have been Maxwell's killer. A terrible thought. Maxwell wasn't a good man. I assume he had many enemies, but no matter what he may have done, I just can't see Otto as a killer. Not unless he truly had no choice. Poor Otto. Wondering what else the two of us talked about? Well, naturally, the detective wanted to know why I was spying for Maxwell. More specifically, what it was that Maxwell wanted to know about Senator Gordon. I told the detective everything I knew, anything to help track down whoever killed Otto and Maxwell. I'm sorry, I just don't remember. The detective is just doing his job. You might think I knew Senator Gordon fairly well, having worked as his gardener for years. What little relationship we had could be called strictly professional. He paid little mind to me, and I paid little mind to him. At least when I wasn't spying on him. Even then, very little of the information Maxwell had me gather made much sense to me. Something about some suspicious foreign connections and payments he'd received many years ago to... I beg your pardon, I shouldn't be telling you any of this. That would be terribly irresponsible. Of course. But I really want to know. Can't tell you much about him. You okay, Emma? Yeah, I'm okay. Do you want to keep talking to Mr. Fisher? Maybe you know something else that could help us? Well, if you want to, sure. Looks like you had tea with the woman in the lounge car that morning, and her name was Alma? What a coincidence. My wife's name was Alma. When my daughter wrote to tell me she named a newborn after her, well, I was very moved. But to answer your question, no, I'm afraid I don't remember ever seeing her. I'm very sorry. Sorry. Yeah. What can I help you with? Remember anything else from when you were in the lounge car that morning? Anything else? Let me think. Oh, I do remember a rather strange couple coming in at one point that were hard not to notice. Very oddly dressed, and the woman made quite a show of her arrival. That must have been Veta and Monty. Oh, well, those are names. I would admit those two struck me as a little odd, but I didn't think much of it at the time. I don't think they stayed long. If I recall correctly, the woman went to the bar at one point and they left shortly after. That tracks with what the bartender told us. It's that strange couple. Detective is doing his job. I don't remember seeing her. Poor Otto Maxwell. I can't tell you much about him. Hey, Trevor. Yeah? I think we bothered Mr. Fisher enough, don't you think? No, I think we could bother him some more. After all that, he pointed the gun at us. Did you forget already? We still haven't learned anything new. Trevor, I think maybe it's time to move on, you know? But Emma, what about Alma? Trevor, I really appreciate everything you've done for me the past few days. Really, you're a great friend. I really mean that. I just think it's about time I face reality. I'm the only one who remembers Alma, and after 3 days of searching, we turned out nothing proving she exists. No witnesses, no real evidence. Even the ring wasn't anything concrete. Really, all we've done is make things worse. It's really hard for me to accept, but I think maybe it was just a dream. I don't know. Come on, Emma, you can't be serious. I am. It's just what's more likely, you know? That there's some grand conspiracy going on where everyone's either deliberately or unknowingly covering up Alma's existence, or that I overheard Mr. Fisher talking about a person named Alma, and then I had a weird dream after drinking some weird tea. It sounds so silly when you put it that way, right? I guess so, but it's alright, Trevor. Honestly, it's a relief. Both of us have been distracted by this for long enough. I barely even thought about my term paper, and besides, there really is something funny going on here. I'm sure Detective Daltrey will get to the bottom of it. I think I'm just tired of playing detective, you know? I just want to go back to being me. I can't believe this. What's gotten into her? Is she really giving up? I know things aren't looking too good right now, but... I wonder. I didn't have a term paper to procrastinate on. Would I have believed her? Would I have believed the story at all if it wasn't coming from Emma? I don't know that I'm ready to give up just yet, but... Okay, if you're sure, then I'm with you. Thanks, Trevor. How about we go back to your cabin and do some brainstorming for our papers? We both have a lot of ground to make up. Sure, that sounds good. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's what we're doing. We're definitely not gonna find something else out. Hold on. Mr. Fisher? I just remembered something. Something about that odd couple. I knew there was some reason I remembered them. You're saying you remember something about Veta and Monty, Mr. Fisher? Oh, yes, I did remember something. Probably isn't anything substantial, just a bit of an odd interaction that struck me as a tad curious. The woman went to the bar while her husband waited in one of the booths. She talked to the bartender for some time. I remember seeing her hand the bartender some money, but I shall be. Yeah, I don't believe she ever had a drink. She never had a drink? No glass of wine or anything? No, certainly not. I watched her the entire time. You must think me to be rather rude, but I assure you I was merely curious. How's it going?
No, that's alright. Well, I'm sure it was nothing. Perhaps the woman ordered the bottle of wine to be delivered to the cabin. I'm sorry, this must seem utterly trivial. I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. It's okay, Mr. Fisher. Thanks for talking with us. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Fisher. You missed all the excitement. Mr. Fisher pointing the gun at us last night. It was my pleasure. I hope I was of some help to you both. If you need anything else, please don't hesitate to ask. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Trevor, okay, so I know I just told you I wanted to stop investigating, and I mean it, really. But both the bartender and Veta told us she had a glass of wine that morning, and Mr. Fisher says she didn't have anything. I know Mr. Fisher's memory is a little spotty, but he seemed pretty certain about this. And if he's right, then that means both Veta and the bartender lied to us. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm not saying this proves anything, but why would they both lie about that? Isn't that strange? Yeah, it is. And to that point, if Veta never had a glass of wine, then why did she give money to the bartender? Is this really anything? Am I just making a big deal out of nothing? Emma, I think this might be the break we're looking for. What do you mean? Think about it. There's everything we know. If Veta never had a drink in the lounge car, then... You're right. This doesn't prove everything, but we need to talk to the bartender right away. We're back, baby. How you been, Joey? How's it going? We're back in the investigation. Oh, the two idiots are arguing about golf again. There he is. Let's not waste any time. First, we save. Let's not waste any time. The bartender's right there. Trevor, do we really need to talk to them? I mean, I understand if you want to, but we don't exactly have a lot of time, and I think it's important that we talk to the bartender. No, I want to talk to them. Don't tell me. Have you actually taken an interest in golf? What? No, and even if I was interested, it wouldn't be because of these guys. Oh, okay. Can we talk to the bartender now? No, I do not want to talk to them. Damn it. Okay, fine. We'll talk to the creepy bartender. You do, yet again. It would appear these two golfers are my curse. But don't worry, I won't ask you to rid them from this place again. Look as if you want something from me. Can I interest you in some tea? No tea, we just wanted to ask you a few more questions, if you don't mind. More questions, huh? I see it in your eyes. I get the sense that there's something different from last time. Well, I have nothing to hide. Ask away. It's gonna be easy, but we have some new information now. Afternoon after we departed, you told me and Emma that 3 people had ordered drinks from you. You said those 3 people were Emma, who got tea, Detective Daltrey, who got a beer, and a woman who ordered a glass of wine. Yes, that is correct. You're asking me about your dream woman again, and now you've given her a name? How creative. Well, I'm sorry. She didn't exist 3 days ago, and she doesn't exist now. Hey. The woman that ordered the glass of wine that morning, that was Veta, right? We met with her after talking with you. She told us she got a glass of wine from you. Yes, I do believe it was her. My apologies. It was so long ago, I have trouble recalling. Anyway, what does it matter? You remember the old man that was here the morning we departed? An old man? Yeah, you had mentioned to me that he seemed out of place. It's going, how are you? I'm good. We signed up for the gym this weekend. Probably gonna go tomorrow. It's been a while, but I would like to get back into fitness. Sub 200. Yay, gym. Oh, yes. Hooray. Oh, yes, him. That was Mr. Fisher. Me and Emma met him yesterday. Oh, did you know? Well, so what? Why should I care? Told something kind of strange today. He remembers seeing you talking to Venter that day, but he was adamant that you never gave her a drink. Oh? I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid your elderly friend is mistaken. I served the woman a single glass of wine, and simply the truth. That's the truth. Why was Mr. Fisher so certain that you didn't? How should I know? Perhaps he's going senile. Don't you call Mr. Fisher senile? Oh, I'm sorry. Was that rude? I didn't mean to sound crass. It's just, well, I heard the poor old fool had an episode in the observation car last night. No, I wouldn't trust his word. He probably doesn't even remember what he had for breakfast this morning. The woman ordered a glass of wine and I gave it to her. Simple as that. Yeah, that silly old man. No matter how many names you gave her, it won't make her real. Doesn't seem like he's about to change his story. No, but I think he knows we're onto something. We're so close. I believe Mr. Fisher, but his word isn't going to be as strong enough to crack the bartender. I wonder if maybe there's another way we could prove that Veta never got a drink. Another way, huh? Think about it. We know for sure that he's lying to us. We just need to find a way to prove it. We've learned so much these past few days. There must be something we can use against him. Let's keep him talking. He has to slip up eventually. He has to. I wonder, what else should I try asking him about? If the bartender's relieved. Veta ordered a glass of one of the wines on display here. Is there anything we can ask him about the wine that might be useful? Maybe. Want to know all about the wine we're serving? What are we playing? It's called Detective Instinct. We are investigating a woman that only my companion remembers seeing on the train. Everyone else either doesn't remember or denies having seen the woman that she remembers having tea with. Is she dead? I don't know. We're trying to figure out where she went because nobody's seen her in a couple of days, and only one person remembers her existing. Suspicious. Oh yes, very suspicious. And now it's starting to seem like maybe other people are trying to cover up that she existed. Oh, are you looking to make a purchase? No, I think our wines may be a bit out of your league. A single bottle could easily cost you a couple $100. A single glass, well, certainly more than you'd be willing to pay. I need to be irresponsible of me to sell it to such an amateur. Alright, sure, jerk, I didn't want it anyway. More importantly, did he say anything interesting there? I don't think so. What else should I try? Could ask him about the brand. The Poco Winery in Austria, a winery owned by a famous movie director. It's all very expensive. I wouldn't recommend it to someone like you. No, I don't think that's important. Paid upwards of $12 for the glass of wine and I felt like that was expensive. Yeah, I mean, these people... I can't imagine paying $200 for a bottle of wine. Look, many varying kinds of red wine here. Merlot, Pinot Noir, Cabernet Sauvignon. We have a wine for any occasion, not that you'd be able to afford it. I don't think that was important either. Shit. Come on, Trevor, keep him talking. I'm trying. Hi, Sophie. Thanks for the resub. Man, my ex-wife still misses me, but her aim's getting better. It's funny because marriage is terrible. Oh, don't say that. Our sister just got engaged. You can't say that shit anymore. How's it going? I don't know what to ask him about this wine. I feel like it's probably the price. Words of wisdom from Grunkle Stan. I really should just watch that beginning to end. I've seen so many single episodes and I don't really have any great ideas for how the story actually goes. Shelby, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate it. Both of you, thank you. Treasure train incoming. Doing pretty good. It's about to take a shower. Haven't finished Gravity Falls? No! I've watched so many individual episodes. I haven't actually watched it beginning to end. I do own all of it on iTunes, so I should probably just sit down and watch it all. It has to be something about the price. Just finish it, it's very good. That's what I have heard. I should finish Adventure Time. Ah, yes. That. Aren't they running like new episodes now with the alternate reality Finn and Jake? It's Fiona and Cake. That is that still going? Fiona and Cake, yeah. Oh shit. Shelby, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Cromwell. Thank you. I appreciate that. 9 gifted sub. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, hi, Cromwell. Hello. I think so, yeah. They haven't been advertising it much, but I'm pretty sure it's still going. Okay. Let's keep an eye on it. I've definitely been seeing clips. Okay, I think I have to imagine it's the price, because I don't think the fact that it comes from Austria means anything. I've been expertly lurking. Well, thank you. I appreciate the lurk. Incredible lurking. I don't know, maybe there's something here. Talk about the wine a little more. Alright, so if the wine is really so expensive, how could Veta afford it? Can the lurk and shower? Thanks for the lurk, Sophie. I beg your pardon? I mean, you told us yourself that Veta and Monty are broke. How could you have sold her such an expensive drink? It's a pretty good question. Well, what can I say? You must have been truly thirsty. Shelby, what are you doing? Thank you for the second gifted sub to Snag. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Oh, come on, give me a break. Is that the best you could come up with? I can't presume to know why that woman would spend some of what little she has on wine. However, well, you've met her. I don't think it's such a stretch to suggest her priorities are perhaps a bit distorted. That was a good try, Trevor, but I don't think it's strong enough. You're right that it's odd for Veta to have spent so much on wine, but we can't prove that she didn't or wouldn't. Seems like the price isn't the right angle, but maybe there's something else about the wine. Damn it! I thought that might have been it. Well, it has to be the brand then, right? Yes, tell me about the brand. So, the wine's from Austria, you said, and it's called, what was it, Piccolo? It was a pitiful display, truly, and here I thought you'd come prepared. Trevor, he's making fun of you, and you know what? You deserve it. What are you talking about, I deserve it? Oh, the ads are running. Alright, I'll be right back.
I'll be right back. Ah!
Destiny, which meets the responsibilities of today and measures up to the possibilities of tomorrow. All men are created equal. They're endowed with inalienable rights. Governments are instituted among men to secure these rights, and governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed.
I've returned. We're going to keep investigating this bartender. Okay, I guess the brand wasn't the question to ask about. Well, just the type, I guess. Is it because he's laughing? Well, you serve various kinds of red wine here. That's right. You only serve red wine? No white wine or anything? That is correct. The only kinds of wine we have available are red wines. Only red wine and whatever. That's it! You don't serve any white wine here at all? Not even, for example, Chardonnay? No, we don't serve Chardonnay. So what? So what? I'll tell you, so what? That's what Veta told us she ordered from you. She said, what? That's right, she specifically told us she ordered white wine, the finest Chardonnay you had. Oh, that's just rich. Well, surely you're not going to try and tell us that Veta can't tell the difference between red and white wine. Or that she'd lie about something so trivial. No, you're quite right. This certainly is a contradiction. Oh, whatever will I do? You've discovered my dark secret. Well, can you explain this one or not? Okay, you win. I'll tell you the truth, sure, why not? You're right. I did not sell that woman a glass of wine. I did speak with her, but for reasons I'm not at liberty to say. We agreed that if anyone asked, we'd say she ordered some. I didn't expect that she'd choose to embellish her story later on. How utterly foolish. Well, there you have it. The truth. Are you satisfied now? Not quite, no. Oh, that's right, because if Veta didn't order a glass of wine, that leaves us with another contradiction. Well, I'm all ears. What is this supposed contradiction? The third glass. I'm waiting. What's the other contradiction? Yeah, the cash register. Yeah, let's ask him about it. The register? Mm-hmm. You told us this register tracks how many drinks are sold in a day, and that afternoon you said it read 3. Huh. Oh, I did say that. Well, perhaps I was mistaken. It must have read 2. One for the girl, one for the detective. Not so fast. You let me take a look and I confirmed that it said 3. Oh, that's right. Silly me. The register confirms that 3 drinks were sold, and if Veta didn't order one of them, then that leaves 1 drink unaccounted for. Well, yes, I suppose it does. How curious. Let me guess, you have a theory about to whom this elusive third drink was sold? That's right, I do! Well, please, don't leave me in suspense. Who do you suggest had the third drink? Alma! Who? Oh, wait, of course, your dream woman. I should have guessed. Well, it's true, isn't it? You know, all this time you've been accusing me of covering up the existence of this mysterious woman, but not once have you suggested any reason why I would do such a thing. A reason why? That's right. What on earth would I have to gain from lying to you? If it were true, all it would have given me away so far was a few days of badgering from a couple of insolent tourists. But I suppose I must give you some credit. You've managed to discover quite a bit more than I expected you to. So let's hear it. The person who ordered the third drink was Dream Woman. Why would I have lied to you about it for the past 3 days? This really is all just a big game to him, isn't it? But he's right. We haven't been able to figure out why he's been lying. It's the final piece of the puzzle. Think, what else do we know that might help us pin down the motive? Well, any theories? I need to think back to all the things we've been told the past few days. Who gave us the last piece of information we need to prove the bartender's motive? Alright, let me read some of my... No. Would Veta cover it up? Playing cards. Bartender. I think it's Veta. I think Veta's... Well, I don't know. She didn't give us any information, though. Gonna say Veta. Nope, never mind. Not Veta. Shit. Damn it, I don't want to just sit here and guess everyone. I don't know, chat, do you have any theories? Why would he have lied about this woman existing? I may have to just guess everyone, because... Okay. I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait. Do I have the porter in here? Maybe it's because she's a stowaway. How do I even say anything about that? Monty? No. Fuck. Alright. Fuck it. We're just gonna guess everyone. Except for the golf guys. I don't think the golf guys are... I don't think the golf guys can help me here. There's one more thing that Mr. Fisher told us about you and Veta. Something very unusual. Liars lie. Oh, right. It was because he paid her, or she paid him. What was that? That even though she didn't return with the drink, she handed you money. Oh, did he now? That seems odd, doesn't it? Why would Veta hand you money if she wasn't ordering anything to drink? I don't know. You tell me. All right, I will. She wanted to shut you up. Veta knew you saw something she didn't want you or anyone else on this train to see. She knew that Emma saw it too, so she paid you to pretend you didn't see it. You agreed, but you needed to make sure there was no evidence to implicate either of you in the scheme. The cash register clearly showed that the 30 drinks had been sold, so in order to hide one of them, you both agreed to pretend that Veta ordered a glass of wine. Probably would have worked too if only Veta hadn't gotten a little dramatic with her side of the story. Veta may have gotten lucky that no other witnesses saw what she was trying to hide, but in the end it didn't matter. Her story fell apart, and so is yours. I'm waiting for the punchline. Tell me, what did I see that I shouldn't have? You saw Alma, the missing woman! Sorry, I'm saving this face. It's a great face. My, you do have quite an imagination, don't you? What a story. I'm impressed, really I am. Chardonnay. Oh, that stupid woman. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's all true, isn't it? I have to thank you both. You two have given me quite a bit of fun these past few days. In exchange, how about I give you this? Money? This is the money that wretched woman paid me. I assume you're going to see her, yes? When you do, be sure to give that back to her and tell her that I changed my mind. After all, the amount was quite low, and to think I had to negotiate for more after her paltry first offer. In truth, I felt sorry for her, knowing how penniless she and her feeble husband truly are, but my silence isn't cheap. Are you saying... would you look at the time? I'm afraid I must take my break now. I think you two had better hurry up. You're running out of time, you know. Have a wonderful rest of your trip. And good luck finding your dream woman. Trevor, did we just... Yeah, we did. We just proved that almost real. I can't believe this. I don't know what to say. And I think I was about to give up. You really let him have it, Trevor. I've never seen that side of you before. Yeah, maybe I got a little carried away. It was pretty cool. Oh, man. My heart is racing. I'm nervous, but there's no time to lose. If we don't confront Veta and Monty right now, we may never know what really happened to Alma. I don't want to scare you, but this could be dangerous, right? Whatever's happening here, it's just, we don't know what those two are capable of or are willing to do. Are you sure you're ready for this? Yes. Alright. I'm glad you are, because I don't know that I am. Let's go, Trevor, to Veta and Monty's cabin one last time. Alright. We're getting somewhere. I will not stand any more of this badgering, you loathsome pig. My husband and I are respectable, upstanding citizens. We contribute to society. Not that you'd understand anything about that. You sad, weak little man. Why don't you run along now? Perhaps you can find another poor, struggling immigrant to harass. Lord knows you dirty pigs have nothing better to do. Oh, I cannot even stand to look at your disgusting face for 1 minute longer. Do you understand? Get out, you obnoxious oaf, and mind your own business. Oh man, what could this be about? It must be adultery. Hey, there he is. Detective? Oh! Hello again. What brings you two here? We were just, passing through. What about you? What was going on in there? Hi, Snag. How's it going? Oh, you know, I was just investigating. Listen, as much as I'd love to stay in chat, quite frankly, I'm running out of time. Thank you for the gift, Shelby. Yes. Thank you, Shelby. We'll talk later, okay? Yikes. I guess even seasoned police detectives are no match for a migraine-stricken Veta. Hopefully we'll have better luck. Ooh. What a bother. Now, darling, I'm not sure why you won't just leave this to me, but if you must truly know... It's ace, king, queen, jack, in that order, okay? Don't forget. Huh? I'm not sure what they're talking about, but let's not get distracted. Don't worry, Trevor, we can do this. She's pretty nervous too, but we have to step up here for Alma. Deep breaths. Alright. Let's go. Oh, what is it now? Oh. It's you two again. Wonderful. As if this day couldn't get any better. I must say, I am simply in no mood for a further confrontation. Can you make this quick? What do you want now? We're sorry to bother you again. We just had a few questions we forgot to ask you before. If you don't mind, we can be out of your hair in just a few minutes. Promise. Fine, fine. But if it's about your silly imaginary woman again, you can forget it. Well, I'm afraid it is about our silly imaginary woman again. Morning, the train departed. You got a glass of wine in the lounge car, right? Haven't we been over this already? Yes, I had a glass of wine that morning. A glass of Chardonnay, right? Yes, that's right. The finest they had, made with grapes straight from the fields of Burgundy. Also, it's from Burgundy now. She really can't help herself, huh? Huh, that's interesting. What's that supposed to mean? Well, the only thing they have is wine from Austria, and it's all red, so... Does the name Alma mean anything to you? No, I can't say it does, Monty. Does the name ring a bell to you? No, I didn't think so. Alright, look at your money. Hang on, I should wait. Oh, okay. You gotta get one of them with a slip up first. It's a real piece of work, huh? Oh, we're going fast enough that the rain is going sideways. Alright. He just got back from the bar. According to the bartender, they don't serve any white wine here. Only red wine. What do you mean he said they only serve red wine? That's... That's completely asinine. You really expect me to believe a story like that? It's true. We even asked if he had any Chardonnay, and he said no. I don't care what that creep told you. Maybe he ran out. That's what I ordered. Don't know what to tell you. I guess she's not going to change her story that easily. A glass of Chardonnay. I don't care what the bartender told you. It's true. Oh! I see where this is going. That's the name of your missing woman, isn't it? Didn't I tell you not to waste our time with that nonsense? You commoners really do have no tact at all, do you? Please, enough of this. You're embarrassing yourselves. How is this not the right time to talk about the money? We can do this. Okay. She's as tough as ever. Maybe we should approach this differently. She's not going to tell us about Alma that easily, but if we start somewhere else, maybe we can bluff our way into her admitting what's really going on. What do you mean? Well, Veta and Monty think we don't know who they are, but we do, and if we show them we know that, they might start worrying that we know more than we do. We'll gain the upper hand. That's a great idea. Keep pushing. Make them sweat. It's just going to be just as tedious as it was the other day, isn't it? Don't have anything of substance to ask us. I really must ask you to leave. Monty and we weren't finished yet. Don't interrupt me, child. What else could you possibly have to ask us? Excuse me? I don't see how that's any of your business. Besides, what does it look like to you? Could a poor person afford this jewelry? A luxury suite like this? Ah. Yes. Monty and I are obviously quite well off. Is that really true? What is that supposed to mean? What is this about the storage car? We found some weird items in there. The porter told us they belonged to a short man in a funny hat. Was that you, Monty? That was a really fun card trick you showed us the other day, Monty. You did what? What do you do for a living that you can afford such luxurious things, Monty? Don't answer that. Not that he could anyway, but I'm sorry, I'm just curious is all. I'm sensing a smug satisfaction coming from you. It is most unbecoming. How is this still not the right time to show them the money? Enough of this. Tell me, right now, what do you know? Out with it. I've had enough of these games. Just explain yourself now. Now! You heard there was an accident. You're a magician, right, Monty? Around a year ago, there was an accident during a performance. It ruined your career. The accident could have been fatal, so you gained a reputation for being irresponsible with safety. Be quiet. You lost your regular bookings, and no other venues wanted anything to do with you. I said quiet. I won't listen to you disparage my husband, you ignorant twerps. Monty is a genius, and he's a consummate professional. The accident was not his fault, and the cowards that shunned him should be ashamed of themselves. How do you know all this, anyway? We asked around, and that's not all we know. We have a witness who saw you in the lounge car the morning the train departed. A witness? Don't make me laugh. We were very thorough. Yeah? I mean... Oh, I don't have to explain myself to the likes of you. This is all nonsense. A witness says he saw you hand money to the bartender but leave without a drink. That's preposterous. I already told you I bought a glass of wine. That's the bartender. He'll tell you. The bartender will tell you I had a glass of wine. It's true, actually. He told us he was giving your money back. What is this? It's the money you gave the bartender to keep his mouth shut. He wanted me to give you a message. I believe it was... I changed my mind. That no good lying, lower class, big-eyed rat. He told us everything better. He confirmed that you paid him to lie about seeing Alma. We know that you're hiding her. You can't lie to us anymore. It's over, Veta. You must think you've got us all figured out, don't you? Such arrogance. I don't care what that bartender told you. You don't know a thing about me or Monty. Do you want to know who was responsible for the accident that destroyed Monty's career? Because it wasn't Monty. It was me. I was the stage manager. It was my responsibility to ensure all safety protocols were followed for my husband's shows. On that day, our performance was running late, so I skipped one of our procedures to get him on stage faster. I assumed it would be fine. It was fine every time before. I was careless. Oh, I could have killed him. Even though nobody was hurt, that kind of negligence should have been enough to have me arrested. But my husband took all responsibility for the incident. He claimed he was the one who demanded we go on stage without following procedure. He refused to let me take the fall. His life was ruined because of me. I have not rested for a single day since it happened. I have spent every waking moment trying to restore my husband's reputation to no avail. So, when an opportunity finally presented itself, I wasn't going to let it slip by. An opportunity? There's nothing you can say that would make me jeopardize the arrangement I've made. Besides, what do you really know about it anyway? What makes you so sure your mystery woman even wants to be found? Ah ha ha! You haven't thought about it all, have you, my lord? How self-centered can you be? Listen to me very carefully. You two are meddling in something that is far bigger than you know. Why, even Monty and I don't know all the details. Forget about it. Everyone will be much better off, yourselves included. Got it? Can you just tell me one thing? Is she safe? I told you, forget about it. I'm not gonna stop until you tell me she's okay. You don't, I'll... Oh, cut it out, dear. You do what now? I'll tell the detective everything. He'll listen to us. He'll... Ah ha ha ha, that dopey cop. That's all you can think to do. By all means, tell him. It won't matter because you don't have any evidence to support this ridiculous nonsense. Evidence? That's right, dear. You've told quite a fantastic story. But as far as that detective is concerned, that's all it is. A story built on shaky testimony. The fact remains that you do not have any proof whatsoever that a woman named Alma was ever on this train. And you never will because there is nothing to find. So what? Even without any evidence, I know Detective Daltrey will believe us. Come on, Trevor, let's go find him, quick. It won't be necessary. I have some evidence right here. What's that? Uh-oh, someone's been listening to us yelling. It's Martin! I have in my hands a wedding ring. Would I be correct in assuming you two found it here in this cabin? Professor Martin? What you're doing? The two of you were careless enough to lose her once. And on top of that, you failed to notice that she dropped her wedding ring in your own cabin. My student here found the ring and had been searching for its owner ever since. They've proven to be quite resourceful, even without it in their possession. Surely by now you realize I fucking knew the professor was in on it. There's nothing you can hide from them. Emma, Trevor, I'd like you to meet me in my cabin at once. We have much to discuss. I will be waiting for you there. Monty? You don't need to lie anymore. Oh, Monty. We should go talk to Martin. Or we could sit here and harass them some more. Okay. Alright, we'll go talk to Martin. Have a seat, you two. Professor, what's going on? Before I say anything, I just wanted you to know how proud I am of the two of you. For you to have come this far out of the desire to help a stranger speaks volumes about your character. I truly am lucky to be your teacher. However, whether or not I am still worthy to be your teacher will be for you to decide. I have deceived you both. I know this is unforgivable. But I hope you allow me to explain myself. I know you must have many questions, and I intend to answer them all. All I ask is that you trust me. I trust you, Professor. Please, just tell us what's going on. I told you that Senator Gordon invited me to Ventrica, which was the genesis of this trip. This is true, as was my desire to turn it into a valuable study experience for some of my brightest students. But Gordon wasn't simply inviting me here on holiday. He had a request. It was about the woman you met, Alma. Right now, I'm sure you realize that the truth of Vendrica's relationship to Gabrica is more complex than I initially suggested. It is certainly true that Vendrica has welcomed many Gabrican refugees into the country, but... Hi, Onyx, how's it going? They do not live well. pains me to admit it, but my country has done little to integrate the growing Gambican population in a way that permits them to thrive. There are those in the government that see the influx of Gambican immigrants as a problem. Hope you're well. I am doing well. I hope you are too. A problem that needs to be solved by forcibly removing them from the country. Regrettably, those forces have tremendous support among the populace. As such, it is trivially easy for Gambican refugees to be deported. No matter how small the infraction or how dubious the claim, the courts will almost always rule in favor of deportation for any Gambican immigrant that is accused of even the most trivial of crimes. They come to this country to escape the tyranny of their home, only to end up right back where they started. It is a dreadful situation. That is awful. Yes. A woman named Alma is a Gambican immigrant. Her husband committed a violent crime and was killed in the process. The police immediately went searching for her, but knowing what was likely to happen if she were found, she went into hiding. This is when Senator Gordon got involved and he asked for my help. Alma is not guilty of anything. However, should the police find her, she would certainly be deported. She would be forced to fend for herself in that violent place. Senator Gordon, hearing of her plight, quickly devised a plan to get her out of the country and to set her up with a new life in London. He needed my assistance to ensure the plan was a success, and I was more than happy to oblige. What do Veta and Monty have to do with all this? You may have heard from the porter that stowaways are common on these trains. In truth, many of them are Gambican immigrants looking to escape the same fate as Alma. As such, security has gotten remarkably tight on any outgoing travel. All luggage is very thoroughly inspected, especially oversized items that are placed in the storage cars. It is extremely difficult to smuggle someone out of Ventrica, and yet, sometimes fortuitous opportunities do present themselves. I do not know how Gordon came to know that magician, but it turns out the two of them could help each other. As you certainly know by now, that magician's reputation in this country was ruined by a performance accident. He's looking for a fresh start in a new country, but lacked the funds to facilitate such a move. Senator Gordon was more than happy to pay for all of his arrangements on one condition. The condition that he hid Alma in one of his pieces of stage equipment such that she could be transported to London without being discovered. It's really quite a novel idea. A magician's stage equipment is designed to look innocuous, but hides numerous secret compartments and exits. It's not difficult to get all of the items past security without any such compartments being opened and without Alma being discovered. But if Alma's hiding in one of the pieces of stage equipment, how did I meet her? Why was she in the observation car 2 days ago? The truth is, this entire process has been undeniably traumatizing for Alma. First her husband is killed, and now she's being smuggled away from her home by strange people with whom she has no choice but to trust. I suspect she feels like the loneliest woman in the world, and perhaps for a moment that loneliness was too much to bear. I don't know for certain what her intentions were in coming out of hiding. All I know is that shortly after she met with you, Emma, Veta and Monty found her, and she had agreed to return to the storage car to complete the journey as originally intended. And that is where she is right now. This is unbelievable. Professor Martin, how did you end up with the wedding ring? Well, obviously he stole it from your room. I'm not proud to say this, but I took it from your room while you slept, Emma. It was my intention that you two would not get involved in any of this business, and I made the determination that ensuring this was worth a breach of your confidence. I see now that this was a mistake, and I regret all I've done to hide the truth from you. I hope you can forgive me. Never. You are not my professor anymore. And now I must make a request of you. Please, do not investigate any further, and do not tell that detective what I have told you just now. That detective? I do not believe he is as trustworthy as he seems. I believe he has an ulterior motive for being here, and I suspect it has something to do with Alma. Much like the courts, the Vendrican police will have little sympathy for Gambican immigrants. If he were to find Alma, he would not hesitate to bring her back to Vendrica and have her promptly arrested. He has already suggested he will do the same to another immigrant on board. Yes, that man, Fisher? Yeah. I also have my suspicions about that case he is investigating. The man who was killed at the hotel, Otto Keller. You don't think... Detective Dulcery? Please, Emma. Trevor, the only way that Alma will successfully complete her journey is if we pretend that everything is normal. The detective cannot find her. We cannot allow that to happen. I can't believe that Professor Martin is involved in all of this. Never could have imagined that he'd be doing this kind of thing. I feel like I hardly even recognize him. Okay, Professor. I'm sorry, I think I need to go back to my room for a little while.
I understand.
Excuse me. Boy, oh boy.
Trevor,
Yes, Professor?
I feel I need to apologize to you personally as well.
Why's that?
I feel that as your teacher, I've not given you the attention you deserve. I accepted you for this restricted study program on Emma's recommendation. Without it, I likely would not have allowed you to come on this trip. It isn't that I was unimpressed with your writing, but you haven't been my student for long, and it was my opinion that you weren't ready for this assignment. Emma thought differently, and she convinced me. But perhaps there was a part of me that still felt you weren't ready and that you shouldn't have joined us. I believe I may have neglected your development, but knowing what you have assisted Emma with uncovering these past few days, I am convinced that you are a man of tremendous character and intelligence. She was right. I was wrong. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but I suspect that everything I have just told you and Emma will have come as much more to her of a shock to her than to you. I taught Emma for many years. She's a brilliant student, and she most certainly thinks of me as her closest mentor. I betrayed her trust in a way that I can never undo, no matter how good my intentions. I fear I will never truly regain it. And perhaps I don't deserve it. Please, look after her.
Yeah, I will, Professor.
Okay.
I think I should go. What if I talk? Oh, he doesn't want to talk anymore. I'm going back to my cabin. Yes. I do wonder what's going on with it. The murderer has to be on this train, right? They wouldn't leave that plot thread loose. I think that's just about everything packed. Whew. I didn't think I had that much. Maybe I should have folded some of the clothes. Well, whatever, it's fine. We should arrive in London in a few hours. I can't believe it. This trip went way faster than I expected. This has been a pretty weird experience. I haven't seen Emma since she left Martin's cabin either. I hope she's doing alright. Maybe I should go check on her. Maybe I should save the game. Ooh, I've got a lot more notes. Martin took the ring! What a thief. He's doing the thing. Bartender is a weirdo. Oh boy. Who is this man?
She's an immigrant. Emma! Where are you, Emma?
Oh, she doesn't have a radio in her room. Oh, hi, Trevor. Hey, Emma. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm just about finished packing my things. Are you here just to check up on me? I guess so. Aw, that's very sweet of you, Trevor. Thank you. Don't mention it. I just wanted to make sure you were alright after, you know, everything. I appreciate that. It's definitely been a lot, but I'm fine, really. Feels like this trip went really quickly, doesn't it? I guess that's because neither of us had really had a break since we departed. Tell me about it. I was planning on using this time to plan my term paper. Oh, sure I was. But I haven't had a single second to think about it. Oh, Trevor, I'm sure you would have found a way to procrastinate on that even without my help. Yeah, probably. How about this? I think Alma's in good hands, right? We shouldn't need to worry about that anymore. So why don't we spend these next few hours relaxing? We can go to the lounge car and get a drink or something. Maybe we could brainstorm ideas for our term papers together, or talk about literally anything else. What do you say? That sounds really nice, actually. Sure, Emma. Great, let's enjoy ourselves. Let's talk about everything. I don't know, Trevor. I'm sure at some point the two of us should talk about what happened the past few days, but right now I kind of just want to relax, you know? Yeah, okay, alright. Let's go to the lounge car then. Wow, I have a terrible face. You really think that, Trevor? I'm serious. Grocery store donuts are better in the winter, and I have a theory about why. In the summer, they get all mushy in storage because it's warmer outside, but in the winter, they stay crisp. They taste so much better. I mean, sure, I believe you. It's just such a ridiculous thing to notice. Is it? I mean, I guess so. Hey, now, what are we laughing about here? it's the detective. Is it something I said? Do I have food on my face? Oh. Hey, detective. Ooh, I totally killed the mood, didn't I? Damn, I have a habit of that. Oh no, it's okay. How are you? Oh my, well, I'm still breathing. My hair isn't falling out yet, so in all, I can't complain too much. My investigation appears to have been a bit of a bust, though. I'm not looking forward to facing my bosses back home and telling them I got almost nothing. How about you two? Did you end up finding your missing woman? No, we didn't. It turns out I was mistaken. Oh, is that so? Well, darn. I was hoping at least one of us wouldn't come out short on this trip. What a bummer, right? Seems like something's on his mind. I need to be careful here. I can't say anything that might tip him off about Alma, but if we don't say anything, it might look pretty suspicious. He's got something on his mind. Emma, what are you thinking about? What's anyone thinking about? You look like you have a question for me. What's up? Oh, no, I didn't have anything. Oh, all right then. One of us better speak up soon before this gets too awkward, but I don't know what to say. What? Come on, Emma, help me out here. I'm not sure what to say. So, I know your investigation didn't end so well, but did you enjoy the trip otherwise, Detective? Oh, I guess so. It's been a nice ride, but I'll admit it's pretty hard to enjoy it when you're focused on work. I think I know what you mean. We aren't just here on vacation either. We have a pretty big assignment to worry about, right, Trevor? Yeah, that's right. I guess worrying about class isn't so different from worrying about work. Ha ha! Yeah, it's something like that. Good small talk, Emma. Honestly, it was fun playing detective for a bit, but the missing woman thing was really just an excuse to procrastinate on our papers. From now on, we're gonna leave it to the professionals. Yeah, professionals. That'd be a little weird. Does he already know about Alma? That wouldn't be good. Alright, it's risky, but maybe I should just go for it and press him for more information. Hey, detective, is something on your mind? It's just... I just feel like I need to apologize is all. I haven't been entirely truthful with you two. How so? The truth is, well, it's true that I boarded this train to continue my investigation into the murders of Otto Keller and Edison Maxwell, but... Well, to be more specific, I did it because I was looking for someone. Someone that I was sure would be in here. When you told me about your missing woman the other day, I didn't think much of it at first, but then, well, as unlikely as it be in the back of my mind, I kept wondering if maybe we were actually looking for the same person. Turned out to be nothing, of course, but in hindsight, even the slightest hunch it might have something to do with my case should have kept me from letting you guys get involved. Instead, I let it go. I let you go on investigating, and because I did, you wound up with a gun pointed at you. When I think about what might have happened if it were loaded, if it were someone other than Fisher holding it, the trip certainly was a failure for me, but it's not because I didn't find what I was looking for. It's because I allowed you guys to get into serious danger, and for that I am sincerely sorry. I'm not sure what to say. Detective, if you don't mind me asking, who are you looking for exactly? Oh, well, alright, I guess there's no harm in telling you that now. As long as you promise not to do anything with this information, of course. We promise. Okay. Person I'm looking for is Otto Keller's wife, Alma Keller. Alma Keller? Yeah, as soon as we ID'd Otto, we found out he was married, so we had officers go to his house to talk to his wife, but she wasn't there. After I found a train schedule among Otto's belongings, it occurred to me she might be fleeing the country for some reason. So I made the impulse decision to get on board and chase that hunch. The boys back home still haven't found her, but, well, neither have I, so it looks like I was wrong. What a waste of time, right? Now I'm gonna go home completely empty-handed. I'll look like such a dope, won't I? I mean, more so than usual. Ha! What about Fisher? Fisher? I mean, you said you were going home empty-handed, but isn't he coming with you? No, Fisher isn't coming with me. When we arrive in London, he's gonna stay. Shake my head. You're letting him stay? Listen, everything about this is against my better judgment. In fact, it might just be the most irresponsible thing I've ever done. Which is, saying something. Fisher is guilty of some serious crimes. His spying on a Ventrican senator could be considered treasonous. If he went back to Ventrica, he'd face a fate far worse than a slap on the wrist. I talked with him at length. Told me everything. And I know this may sound a bit sentimental, but I believe him. Just a decent man who got in way over his head out of desperation. I can't in good faith condemn that man to such a horrible fate. How could I sleep at night, you know? As far as you know, there was no Fisher, and everything I just told you, forget about it, okay? Yeah, sure. You know, you're a really good guy, detective. You think so? Well, sure, I may be a good guy, but I'm a pretty lousy cop. Anyway, I'm sorry to have interrupted you two. It's like my ex-wife used to tell me all the time. Nobody likes a third wheel. Ha ha ha! I'm gonna go back to my cabin and get some rest. It's been a long few days, hasn't it? If I don't see you, well, it's been a pleasure. I wish you both the best. Good luck with your lives. Trevor? Do you think that Professor Martin was telling us the truth? I mean, I don't know. I think so. Why wouldn't he? When I left his room yesterday, I took this. The ring. To my beloved AK, Alma Keller. There's just no way this is a coincidence. Alma is Otto Keller's wife, which is something that Martin didn't tell us. I don't think he noticed that I took back the ring. I just wanted to have it, you know, just in case. Just in case what, exactly? She's a thief! I'm traveling with a criminal! Martin doesn't seem to trust Detective Daltrey. Do you, Trevor? I don't know. I mean, I have a hard time believing he's up to no good, but it's not like we really know him that well, do we? That's true, but after today, I'm not so sure I know Martin that well either. He almost seemed like a completely different person when we talked to him before, didn't he? Yeah, a little bit. I'm not saying I don't trust him, I don't know what to believe. So then, what should we do? I think there's only one way for us to know for sure what's really going on, Trevor. Not that Martin wouldn't want us to, but I think we should talk to Alma. You sure about this, Emma? I mean, we know she's in the storage car, but... And what would happen if someone found her? What would happen if Daltrey found her? For all we know, she could be a suspect in her husband's murder. I know, Trevor, but we'll never know if we don't talk to her. This is pretty reckless, Emma, but I think deep down I know you're right. Okay, let's see if we can find her. We'll talk to her for a few minutes, clear up all her questions, and get out of there before anyone sees us. It'll be fine. We got away with more dangerous things than this already, haven't we? Yeah, just like you said, we'll be in and out in no time. Let's go. Let's save. Now let's go. It was the maid with the wine glass in the caboose. Well, almost. It was the wife with a ring in the storage compartment. Alma, are you there? Alma, it's me, Emma. Do you remember me? I don't think she can hear us. You think she's hidden somewhere that's insulated from sound? Or maybe she's just not awake. Let's check. Let's check. Not here, not here. Did we open this crate already? I can't remember. Well, whether we did or not, I don't think this belongs to Monty. It doesn't look like a piece of stage equipment. Yeah, let's look somewhere else. Nothing here. Come on, Trevor. She couldn't possibly fit in there. I don't know. You've seen some of the places that magician's assistants fit into. They're surprisingly limber. Whether that's true or not, Alma isn't a magician's assistant. Wherever she's hiding is probably big enough for a normal person to fit. Well, probably the box. Well, this box is definitely big enough to hide a person. Sure, but unless there's a secret compartment, they surely would have found her during load-in. Well, it doesn't look like there's a secret compartment here. Definitely deeper than it looks from the outside, though. It definitely belongs to Monty, but there's nowhere to hide a person in it. I'm not sure I want to hide around the prop like this anyway. I bet it's in the cage. Oh, she's not in the cage. We can see that pretty clearly. Yeah, but this cage is pretty big. Are we sure it isn't hiding anything? I don't know, but maybe we should inspect it more thoroughly. Why don't we split up? I'll take a look at the cage. You see if you can find anything anywhere else. Let me know if you find something. I know she's not in suit of armor, but I never did get a good look at this thing yesterday. Alright, let's take a look. Check the helmet already, there's nobody in there. What's this hanging from the sword hilt? A key ring. There's just one really tiny key on it, though. I should discuss with Emma what I found. Hey, Emma, I found something. You did? What is it? There's a key ring hanging from the sword hilt on the suit of armor. It's got one tiny little key on it. Small key, huh? I wonder what it goes to. Did you find out anything interesting about the cage? Well, the door to the cage is locked, but not with the key. Or it's a 4-digit combination lock, so unless we can find out the numbers, we're never going to get inside. Why would Veta and Monty want to lock the door to an empty cage? Wait, are you saying you know the code to unlock the door to the cage? I mean, I could give it a shot. Zero. Nope, that wasn't it. 8532. Let's try that. Ah, damn it. I just thought of something. Do you remember what we overheard Veta telling Monty? Yeah, Ace, King, Queen, Jack. Ace, King, Queen, Jack? That doesn't seem helpful. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Heart, Spade, Diamond Club. So Heart, Spade, Diamond Club. 3852. I've got it. Ha! I can't believe it. You got it right. How did you know? It was nothing special. Just a simple bit of deduction. Comes quite naturally to me, if I'm being honest. Thanks, Onyx. Oh, forget it. I'm sorry I asked. But good job. Now the cage. Here we are. Alright, let's look around. I don't see anything unusual about the floor. Yeah, me neither. Gaps between those bars seem just too narrow to squeeze through. At least I can't. Maybe you could. No, I don't think so, but it's close. Nothing weird about those bars. You see anything in the ceiling? No, I don't think so. There's definitely more room up here than it looks like on the outside, though. I wonder if that's true of the floor, too. Seems like a normal floor. This door locks with a combination, but we took care of that already. We can't get locked in. That's a relief, but it still feels weird standing in a cage. It's no use. She's too well hidden. Ugh, how can that be? Feels like we've been pretty thorough. She needed to be well hidden enough for train security not to find her during inspection. Maybe we never really stood a chance. Oh, Alma. Where are you? Ah, that fucking train. Man, that is loud. Oh, shoot. That scared me so much I dropped the ring. Trevor, do you see it on the floor anywhere? Oh, let me take a look. I found it. A keyhole. Wait, what is this on the floor? Next to the ring. I think it's a tiny hole. It looks like it might be connected to a latch of some kind. Trevor, you don't think... I have to try it. It unlocked. Emma, help me pull at this. Alma! Hello, Alma. Are you really sleeping right now? Alma. It's her. It's really her. Alma. Alma, can you hear me? Alma, it's me, Emma. Please, Alma, wake up. I don't know, man. She might be kind of tired. Hello? How's it going? Emma? Oh, Alma. I found you. I finally found you. Emma. Emma. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I took so long. What? Why would she care? She doesn't know you've even been looking for her. I don't know what to say. I've never met this woman before. Nice to see you again, Alma. It's nice to see you too, Emma. I'm sorry I missed our lunch. How did you find me? We've been looking for you for almost 3 days, ever since Emma told me you went missing. I'm Trevor, by the way. It's nice to meet you, Trevor. Emma told me a lot about you. She did? Trevor and I searched everywhere for you. Talked to everyone we could. I just wanted to make sure you were okay. I can't believe she's actually standing right in front of me. I don't know what to think. It's almost like she doesn't even still seem real. She still doesn't seem real somehow. You went through all that for me? I'm sorry to have put you through so much trouble. It's okay, Alma. We're just happy to see you're okay. So you know who I am? Well, that's sort of why we had to find you. Learned a lot about what's going on, but we don't know who to trust or what to believe. Thought the only way we'd know for sure would be to hear it from you. I can't tell you. You can trust us, Alma. It isn't that I don't trust you, it's that if I tell you anything, he might... See? I understand, Alma. If you don't want to tell us, it's okay, but nobody knows we're here. We shouldn't be in any danger. Well, the fucking porter might come through. We just want to know the truth. What do you know about me? Your name is Alma Keller. Your husband was Otto Keller, a man who was murdered at a hotel 3 days ago. We were told you're fleeing Vedrica to avoid deportation to your home country, Gambrica. We know that your husband Otto worked as a housekeeper for a lawyer named Maxwell, who was killed in his home the same night Otto was murdered at the hotel. And we know that Maxwell was using another Gambrican immigrant to spy on the Vendican senator named Gordon. There's a detective on board who's looking for you. He's currently investigating Otto and Maxwell's murder. We're not sure how all these things are connected, but that's about everything we know. A few weeks ago, a man came to my husband with an offer. Accepted, we set Otto and I up with a new life in London and a considerable amount of money. What? If he refused, he assured Otto that we would be deported without cause. It was blackmail. He wanted Otto to kill someone. He wanted him to kill that lawyer, Maxwell. That man. That horrible man. Is it adultery? Alma, who was he? He never told us his name, but he was... Oh, the fucking train whistle! Wait, what's going on? Are we slowing down? I shouldn't be arriving in London for at least another 2 hours. Something's wrong. Alma, get back in the compartment! Uh-oh. Alma, what's wrong? It's... Oh no! The lights! What was that? Trevor, Alma, are you okay? I'm fine, Emma. Alma, can you hear me? Maybe she got back in her compartment. Trevor, we have to turn the lights back on. Okay, I'm looking for the light switch. I have no idea where I am. I need to feel around for something. Anything to get my bearings. Okay, I think that's the cage. If I can work my way to where we came in, maybe I can find a switch by the door. Ah, this is hopeless. I have no idea what I'm doing. How am I supposed to find... Wait, what? What's this? I think I found it. Aha! Uh-oh. Almost gone. Oh no! Alma! Trevor, we have to find her. Quick, let's get out of here and check the other car. She can't have gone far. You don't think she went back into her compartment? Emma, I can't get this door open. It won't budge. What? Oh, no. The other door's stuck too. Hey, can anyone hear me? We're trapped in here. Hey! Damn. Do you think the man Alma was talking about? The one who blackmailed her husband to murder Maxwell? Do you think it was Professor Martin? No, I think it was Detective Daltrey. Emma, I don't know. Alright. Not jump to any conclusions just yet, okay? We need to get out of here. Are we still fucking stuck? We're moving again. How long has it been? Maybe about 20 minutes since we stopped? The porter! It's the porter. He got the door open. And the ads are running. I'll be right back.
destiny, which meets the responsibilities of today and measures up to the possibilities of tomorrow. All men are created equal. They're endowed with inalienable rights. Governments are instituted among men to secure these rights, and governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed.
Alright, we're back. Ichika sub account. Nice to meet you. First time viewer here. My name is Ooh, my Japanese is not that good. VTuber from Japan, greetings from Japan. Hello! Welcome! Good to see you here. I'm Mist. I'm a variety streamer from America. We're playing a detective game. Thank you, thank you. It's the porter. He got the door open. Huh? You two again? Oh, hello. Trevor, we need to be careful. If even a little of what Martin told us is true, if anyone finds out about Alma, it could be disastrous for her. Let's just see if we can get any more information about what's going on. Let's see what he has to say. Say, what are you two doing in here anyway? We were looking through some of our luggage when the train stopped. We tried to leave, but the doors wouldn't open. Well, yeah, that makes sense considering they were locked. They were locked? Mm-hmm. A tad strange. Of course, the front door leads to the engine, and that's always locked for passengers, but the back should have been kept open. Geez, I'm glad I came in here to check. You two might have been stuck until the end of the ride. Who locked us in here? Get a load of this. You want to know why we stopped? Some joker pulled the emergency brake. No one saw who did it, and we have no idea why they did. People think they're so funny pulling a stunt like that, but it's more dangerous than they think. The emergency brakes apply so much force that they can easily damage the tracks, and even the train itself. That's why they're for emergencies only. When I find the guy who did this, why, you better believe I'm gonna let him have it. Back door was locked for some reason. Has anything unusual happened since the train stopped? Unusual? No, I wouldn't say so. Most of us train personnel were investigating the brake situation to make sure it was safe to stop moving again. We didn't uncover anything unordinary. Some passengers are a bit irate about it all, but I'd say everything's back to normal now. We should arrive in London in about 2 hours. So someone pulled the emergency stop, then someone cut the lights to the storage car and locked us in here. And somehow in the middle of all this, Alma disappeared. Emma and I looked around here the entire time we were stopped. There's no question about it. Alma isn't in here. What happened to her? Maybe I should save. Excuse me, I have a few more things to check. Don't stay in here too long, you two. This is really no place for loitering. We won't, thank you. Trevor, I'm getting such a terrible feeling. Me too. What should we do? We need to talk to Professor Martin. We need him to tell us the whole truth. And if there's anyone who might know what happened to Alma, it's him. I need him to be honest with me. If he really is the one who blackmailed Otto Keller, I need to hear it from him. I need to know who Martin really is. He's made up our mind. Martin, for Emma's sake, I hope it isn't true. Okay, let's go. Martin! I'm looking for yous. Oh, hey, you two. Detective Daltrey. What's he doing outside Martin's cabin? Geez, you two look like you've seen a ghost. Are you alright? Yeah, we're okay. Are you here to see Professor Martin again? Yeah, your professor came to see me a while ago and asked if I could meet him in his cabin around this time. It was just before the train stopped. He said he had something he wanted to talk to me about. You have any idea what it was? No, he didn't say, but he probably just wants to follow up on our last conversation. Whatever it is, I'm sure he wouldn't mind you guys being around for it. Why don't we visit him together? What's wrong? No, it's nothing. Let's go talk to him. Well, I don't know if we can talk to him about what we want to talk to him about if you're here. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What happened here? Professor Martin? Is he? I knew he wasn't. I think it's the detective. My God. He's dead. There's a gun in his hand. Did he? Wait, there's something on the table. This is a letter. It's addressed to you and me, Emma. What does it say? Now I have a gun. Ho, ho, ho. To Emma and Trevor, firstly, I would like to apologize if you're reading this after having discovered me yourself. It's my intention that the detective find me first, so I may spare you such a grim sight. However, I recognize that this is not entirely in my control, and I'm sincerely sorry if this hasn't played out in the way I intended. What? By now, it has become clear to me that my secrets cannot stay hidden for much longer. In spite of my best efforts, I am certain the two of you will uncover the truth. It is only a matter of time. I'm not angry with you, nor am I disappointed in this outcome. To the contrary, I'm very proud of you both. But I regret that the truth is my great shame. For my sins, I have chosen to end my life so that I may no longer bear their burden and face the reality of having them come to light. Please forgive me. Now, I will explain all that has occurred in detail so that you may finally put your investigation to rest. It wasn't until we arrived in Ventrica that I was informed of the true reason that I was invited. Okay. When I first met with Senator Gordon, he informed me that a lawyer named Maxwell had discovered a very dangerous secret. If the secret were publicly revealed, the results would have been very undesirable. Maxwell tried to blackmail Senator Gordon with this information, but even if Gordon acquiesced to his demands, it would have been far too dangerous to allow him to go on with the knowledge of this secret. The only solution was to have Maxwell killed. Gordon's plan was to bribe Maxwell's Gambrican housekeeper to kill him in his home and make it look like a robbery. You know the Gambrican man to whom I am referring, Otto Keller. As insurance, Gordon would inform Otto that he and his family would be deported should he not comply. Of course, Gordon could not meet with Otto himself. A man in his position couldn't risk being seen engaging in any such business. So he asked me to do it. I would only be in the country for a short time and had no known connection to any of the involved parties. Once the job was done, there would be no evidence to implicate any of us, and Otto would be safely out of the country. As long as everything went according to plan. The night before we left Ventrico was the night Otto was to do the job. After killing Maxwell, he would meet with me in an unoccupied room of our hotel, and I would inform him of his next steps. He was to go with his wife and meet with the magician, who would make the necessary arrangements to have them stow away on the train. I too would take the train to oversee their journey and to ensure nothing went wrong. But when Otto met with me at the hotel, he had different plans. Otto was overcome with guilt for having killed Maxwell. He told me he had no intention of making the journey to London. He wanted me to ensure that his wife made the journey out of the country, but he was going to turn himself into the police. He told me he would say it was a robbery. He would say nothing of my involvement or of our arrangement. I sympathized with him and his strong sense of justice, but such a risky plan was simply unacceptable. So I, fucking killed him? I told him no. I told him we would finish our arrangement exactly as planned. He protested, so I thought I had no choice but to find a way to convince him. I told him that if he didn't comply, I'd have his wife deported at once. I told him she would never see freedom again. He became angry, began to argue, and then he became violent. I didn't want to hurt him, but I panicked. He approached me and shot him in the stomach. How did you get a gun into the country? I fired a shot in his window. It hit the window. I fired a shot in his direction. It hit the window. Startled, he lost his balance and fell through the shattered glass. You remember what I told you of the Vatican Revolution? That I was a university student at the time in which it took place? In truth, I was deeply involved, together with Gordon and with our friend Meyer. We were very young and very idealistic. We wanted the best for our country, and we were determined to fight for it. There was a period where it all seemed as if all of our efforts were being thwarted before we even had a chance to act. One of our companions was acting as an informant, and one day Gordon revealed to me that he had discovered the traitor's identity. Was it Meyer? It was Meyer! We confronted Meyer with this information. He denied everything. He began to accuse us of being the informants, of betraying him. I do not remember much about what happened next. All I know is that Gordon and I left that meeting alive. Meyer did not. Oh, damn! The professor's like a serial killer. I've lived every moment of my life since this incident trying to hide from it. I left my home country. I refused to think of it even for a moment. I had nearly succeeded in forgetting it entirely, till Gordon informed me that the lawyer Maxwell had somehow discovered what we had done. Those who knew Meyer believed he died in an uprising. Gordon and I covered our tracks carefully, but perhaps not carefully enough. Lastly, I would like to talk about Alma, the wife of Otto Keller and the woman I so shamefully made a widow. The night Otto died, after he went to sleep, I went to his home myself to meet with Alma. I said, I killed your husband, and I'll kill you too, unless you know what's good for you. I'm sorry this happened, but we still must go through with the plan. I don't know if I can. I'm afraid you don't have a choice. You must be on a train tomorrow. If you aren't, I don't want you to die too, please. Hey, he only died because you killed him. I guess I should have been reading this in Martin's voice. I was determined to make sure Alma completed her journey with no interference, to at least allow the woman whose life I destroyed an opportunity to find freedom in a new country. I know that the detective will read this letter, and to you I humbly request, please, let her go. She has done nothing wrong and deserves the opportunity to rebuild her life free from oppression. I know everything I've told you will come as a great shock. I should have told Gordon that I wouldn't help him. I shouldn't have allowed myself to sink even lower in the name of hiding my past crimes. But I simply must accept that I am a weak man whose principles crumble in the face of overwhelming fear. I do not deserve to be a teacher, and I do not deserve such wonderful people as yourselves as my students. Trevor, I'm sorry I doubted you, and I'm certain you will flourish as a scholar of great talent and principle. And Emma, but being your teacher was one of the great pleasures of my career. I know that you thought very highly of me and very greatly valued my guidance. I too cherished our time as if you were my own family. The pain I feel in having betrayed your trust is almost too much to bear, and that's why I'm killing myself. If there is a silver lining, it is that I can rest knowing you will become a woman of greater character than any man, much less myself, could ever be. In the end, I only would have gotten in your way. I write these words in the hopes that you may learn from my mistakes. You are young, you live in prosperous times, you have your whole lives ahead of you. You have the opportunity to make something of yourselves in a way that I never could. Please do not take this for granted. Thank you both for everything. Goodbye. Damn. I don't know, man. I still think Daltrey made him write that letter and then killed him. Oh, Emma! Oh, she fainted. Well, I'm not too surprised. So what do we do now? What the fuck do we do now? We went on an educational trip with our professor, and then our professor killed himself. So how do we get back home? Thank you for telling me everything. How are you holding up? I'm okay. Detective, how is Emma doing? I spoke to her briefly after she came to. She told me she was okay and that she wanted some time alone to think. I can tell she's a pretty tough girl. I know she'll make it through this. But deep down it's because she's really hurting. Don't worry though. I'll keep an eye on her until we arrive. Thank you. You're a good kid, you know that? Trust me, I'm a good judge of character. I get the feeling that when she's ready for a shoulder to cry on, you'll be there for her. What about Alma? You found her yet? No. I've looked all around, but there's been no sign of her. It's very strange, but I'm starting to think it's possible she fled from the train while we were stopped. It would have been difficult to slip out during all the commotion. She wasn't supposed to be on board anyway. It's unlikely anyone would have noticed. Wherever she is, I hope she's okay. There's quite a bit of this I'm still trying to make sense of. How could Martin have hidden the sound of a gunshot? Not a single person I've talked to says they heard anything strange. And I'm still in the dark about a lot of your investigation. If you don't mind, can we discuss some of the details? Maybe it'll help me piece some things together. Jeez, where do I start? First of all, I'm pretty sure the detective is suspicious. I want you to take me through what happened today from the beginning. Along the way, I may have some questions, so bear with me. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Sure, first thing we did to do today was, Oh. Explain everything to Martin. Right. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure I need to read all of this out loud since we already experienced this, like, what, half an hour ago? He saw Veta make a deal with the bartender. He made that creepy face. I really don't feel like we should be telling the detective any of this. They'll kind of feel like maybe he's a little, suspicious. The ring went missing, and then Martin showed up and he was like, I have this, and then he told us everything almost. Martin said he was suspicious of adultery. Yeah. Almost last name. Very suspicious. Uber is suspicious. She was in the cage. Order let us out. La di da da da. The rest is history. Wait, I think I know why. Think about it. Other than making the train stop, what could he cause to happen by pulling the brake? Delay the train's arrival time. Oh. Okay. They make the train whistle blow. Oh. Jeez. Timing your death with the train whistle blowing? That's some pretty metal shit, Professor. Thank you. I think I have a good understanding of everything now. Maxwell discovered Gordon's dark secret and as a result was murdered by Otto, who was subsequently killed by Martin. That just about wraps up my case then. Both murders are accounted for and both culprits are no longer with us. The only person left to be brought to justice in this whole thing is Senator Gordon. Something the matter? No, it's nothing. Just something I need to think about. None of this should have happened the way it did. It was my responsibility to solve this case and I failed. I'm sorry. Detective, what are you gonna do now? I don't know. Really don't. At least I have some time to figure it out. I'm gonna check on Emma. You can try to get some rest. We should arrive in London at around 10 o'clock. Okay. What now? Now we go to chapter 5. Huzzah! Trevor, hello? Are you listening? Huh? What? Oh, hi, Emma. Totally zoned out for a minute there. Chapter 5. Are you feeling okay? Yeah, I think so. Well, anyway, as I was saying, I finished looking over your term paper. I left you a few notes that I'd like you to consider, but it's really wonderful, Trevor. I'm very proud of you. Huh? My term paper? Yes? Your paper on the hot dog stand outside the hotel. You just asked me to read it a few hours ago. Are you sure you're feeling okay? Yeah. No, sorry. I mean, thank you. I appreciate you looking over it. I'll check out your feedback a little later. Great. Honestly, I thought you were joking when you told me about it earlier, but you did some really compelling research. I just know Professor Martin's going to be so impressed. Professor Martin? I just can't stop thinking about how great our trip was. I'm so glad I got to do this before I graduate. I'm really going to miss all this. Well, hey, this isn't really the end, right? Maybe someday, years from now, the three of us can get together and take another trip. Ooh. But this time not as teachers and students, but as friends. That'd be nice, right? Wouldn't that be nice? I'm sorry, did that sound weird? I guess being so close to graduation is making me kind of sentimental. No, it's just... Oh, Trevor, I'm so sorry, I have to go. I told Martin I'd visit him during his office hours in just a few minutes. I really need to get moving. If you have any questions about your paper, let me know. I'll see you later, okay? Yeah, okay. Bye! Wait, Emma! Huh? What's up? It's just, Professor Martin's dead. Really gonna miss you too. I'm definitely dreaming. There it is. Huh? I must have nodded off for a bit. I didn't realize how exhausted I was. What an embarrassing dream. Looks like we won't be arriving for another 30 minutes or so. I wonder how Emma's holding up. Save in slot 2. Not here. I wonder where she went. Well, alright, I have some time. Do a quick lap around the train.
Hey, you! Have you heard the news? Yeah, have you heard? Somebody on board was murdered. Murder! Can you believe it? Mama, I don't think he heard me. No, he must not have. Maybe you should say it louder. Yes, that'll do the trick. Somebody. All right. No, I heard you the first time. Murder. Yeah, that's very interesting. You don't believe us, do you? I mean, to be fair, it's not like we have any evidence. Evidence? Who needs evidence when you have a call for intuition? How does that help? The train didn't come to an emergency stop for no reason. Sure, the attendants have assured us there was no cause for concern, but that only makes me more suspicious. They're clearly trying to cover something up to avoid bad press, and what could be more damning than murder?
Sorry, Dennis, it sounds like a pretty big leap to me.
Why won't you let me have any fun? Okay, fine. There's no real evidence of murder, I know, but there's definitely something fishy going on here. My intuition never fails.
Well, he's not wrong about that.
I just wish we could have had more time to figure out what it was. Just our luck.
So I guess the actual news hasn't gotten out. It's probably for the best. If people knew what happened, it might cause a panic.
Oh, Dennis. We need to finish packing. You're right. Sorry, my good friend, but we must take our leave. I wish you the best from now until you're around. May all your lives be flat, and your putts be true. Good luck.
Mr. Fisher and the bartender are in here.
Oh, hello. It's nice to see you again. How are you feeling? Are you looking for your friend? I'm very sorry, but I haven't seen her. If you haven't already, I'd ask the bartender. He seems to have a keen sense for what's going on around the train. Everyone on board seems very restless. People are spreading some quite sensationalist rumors, and the detective did seem somewhat uneasy last I saw him. I wonder if something happened. I must apologize again for my part in everything that has transpired these past few days.
Okay, Mr. Fisher, you helped lead us to the truth, and we can't thank you enough for that.
Very kind of you to say. The detective told me he was going to let me stay in London. I couldn't hold back my tears to think even after everything that has transpired, he'd be so kind enough to let me go. Well, it was overwhelming to say the least. But after my excitement settled down, I began to think and I realized something very important. I've been quite selfish, truly. And as much as I want to see my daughter and her family, I believe I still have work to do. I will be returning to Vendrica with the detective, and when I do, I will confess to all that I have done and all that I know.
Mr. Fisher, are you sure? If you admit the truth, you might be...
I know there will be consequences for my actions, but there is a small price to pay for helping justice be done for a clean conscience. Shortly after I make up for my part in this ordeal, that I can face my daughter. I know I will see her again. And when I do, it would be as a man worthy of being her father.
You know, I think you already are a worthy father, Mr. Fisher.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, 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 you're back. Tell me, how did it go with the magician and his wife? Did you find your dream woman? You don't want to tell me. It's not that, it's just... No, it's fine. You don't need to tell me. The look on your face says it all. I can tell you found what you were looking for. But I sense the result wasn't quite what you hoped it would be. Yeah, something like that. Well, such is life. No, I have not seen her. Rain's wash and gossip. Here's something dramatic took place after we stopped. It said most of the passengers have little idea what actually transpired, myself included. Not even my strongest plan could weaken the detective's constitutions enough to make him tell me. Relax, it was a joke. Nevertheless, I have heard some interesting rumors. If you're curious, I'd be happy to divulge. No games this time? No games. I think we've both had enough fun for one ride, yes? Not entirely sure how this rumor started, but many passengers seem to believe a murder took place while we were stopped. Granted, nobody I've talked to has seen any evidence of it, and I'm sure the truth isn't quite that dramatic. But that doesn't stop some of the more questionable passengers from pretending to be Hercule Poirot. It's very irritating. He's probably talking about Dennis and Palmer. It's clear that the detective is hiding something from us, but well, it's none of my business. Very soon we'll arrive in London, and this journey will be behind us. I would suggest everyone move on from whatever took place here and prepare to return to their dull, unsensational lives. That's my opinion, anyway. I think you have the right idea. How do I leave? I wonder what Mr. Fisher and the bartender have to say. I've been talking to all of them about everything. I did hear one more thing. One of the porters was complaining about a man and a woman bothering him in the storage car. He described the woman as fearsome. Could it be Veta and Monty? I want to find Emma, but I wonder what they're up to. When I'm done here, I should check it out. I think I am done here, so let's check it out. Oh, it's you. I wondered if I might see you again before we left. Arrived. Where's your friend? I'm not sure. I'm looking for her. Oh, I see. Yes, Monty, I know. I'm getting to it. Well, when you see her, please tell her that I apologize. I apologize to you too as well. I know I treated you both dreadfully. In my mind, I was only doing everything I could to protect my husband. I involved myself in the scheme for his benefit, but it's only now that I can see what a wicked person I'd become. So, yes, I'm sorry. How was that, Monty? Oh, he's smiling. Thanks, I appreciate it. No, I'm really not so bad when you get to know me. Sure, better. Sorry, no, we haven't seen her. Yes, we know what happened to you, Professor. Monty and I spoke with the detective. When he told us what happened, I knew the jig was up. I think the burb did it. Hello, nobody. Also, hi, I'm nobody. I don't think there's actually a bird in this game. I didn't know I was involving myself in murderers. If I had known, Oh, I should be honest. I knew they were up to no good. I chose to look the other way. I'd have done anything for Monty, even if that means involving ourselves with dangerous criminals. You understand, don't you? It's only love. Ha ha ha. Well, maybe someday you'll understand. Maybe even someday soon, if you play your cards right. That's sad. For you to discover your professor like that and to find out about his crimes in that way. Oh, quite awful. And I am sincerely sorry to have played any part in it. It's okay, Veta. Emma and I, we'll be okay. I hope so. So if you spoke to Detective Daltrey, then what's going to happen to you two? Oh, I don't know. The detective didn't arrest us, but I'm sure that's just because he has his hands full at the moment. I don't expect he'll let us off the hook, and I don't intend to be a nuisance for him. Sure, part of me thinks the two of us should just make a break for it once we get to London, but... That's the old Veta. No more little plans and schemes. From now on, I'm all about doing the right thing. I'm good. How are you? Whatever makes you happy, darling. Oh, I'm actually kind of touched. Live on the lamb. I guess we'll see what happens. It sounds like they don't want to live on the lamb, though. Well, I don't think I have anything left to discuss with them. I should get back to looking for Emma. Hey, before you go, there's something I should tell you. Huh? What's this about? Can I trust you? What do you mean? What I'm about to tell you requires the utmost discretion. You can't tell anyone. Not even the detective. Oh, alright, I have to know what this is about. Yeah, you can trust me. Good. I have a message for you. A message? I wasn't even sure if I get to deliver it, but since you're here, well, here goes nothing. She'd like to speak with you. She? She's hiding in our cabin. The door's locked, but if you knock and say who it is, she'll let you in. Wait, did you mean... That's all I can tell you. After all, the new vet is supposed to have nothing to hide, right? You'd better hurry, though. We'll be arriving in London pretty soon. Thank you, I'm on my way. Good luck. Okay, bye. I'm okay feeling a little down, but I'll go up one day. Oh, I'm sorry. Hope you do feel better. Could it really be... What? Oh, I'm not gonna go look for Emma? Okay. Oh, hey. It's the man I wanted to see. I was on my way to come get you. Detective Daltrey, I wonder what he's up to now. What's up, buddy? Just with Emma in the observation car. She told me she wanted to talk to you. Oh, that's funny. I've been looking for her. That's just about the only place I haven't checked. Miss Stream's help? Excellent. Good to hear it. What is this game? It's called Detective Instinct. Farewell, my beloved. It's a detective thing. It's kind of a cross between the Famicom Detective Club and Ace Attorney. It's also not very long. We're almost at the end, and I think we've only played about 4.5 hours. Glad I caught up to you then. We'll be arriving soon, so you shouldn't keep her waiting too long. How is she doing? She's okay, but I can tell she has a lot on her mind. I know she's been through a lot, and she has every right to be upset, but even so, I get the sense that something else is bothering her. Call it my detective's instinct. Well, whatever she's thinking, it's none of my business. I'll let you two sort it out. I wonder what's on her mind. Still no sign of her. I trust Daltrey, but I gave Ed my word I wouldn't say anything. You know, I spoke with him for a pretty long time yesterday. I liked him. Seems like a decent man, passionate about his work and proud of his students. Met his connection to Vendrica and his presence at the hotel raised my suspicions, but after talking with him, I was sure there was no way a guy like that could hurt anyone. Your professor went through a lot of hardship. This can't excuse his actions, but do you think it's fair to judge someone for how they act in an impossible situation? Situations no person should ever have to endure. I just can't help but wonder, what would I have done in this situation? If I felt there was no choice, what would you do? I don't know. Yeah, neither do I. What about you, detective? Have you figured out what you're gonna do next? Listen, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We may know the truth, but bringing any true resolution to this situation is gonna be difficult. It started as a murder, ended up as a genuine government conspiracy, and I get the sense that Senator Gordon is the type to have made contingency plans for this exact scenario. Even if Martin were alive to confess, bringing Gordon to justice would have been difficult. Without him, well... I promise you I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to light and have Gordon answer for his crimes. But for you and Emma, the story ends when we get to London. If I've learned anything these past few days, it's that I've allowed myself to ignore my country's many problems for far too long. I'm not naive enough to think I can solve them alone, but all I can do is try my best to bring some closure to everything that happened these past few days, and hopefully, if I can, it'll be a step in the right direction. My advice? Forget about Vendrica. Go back to your lives and leave the rest to me. Okay? Okay. Well, I better go find Emma, so I'm gonna get going. Yeah, you should. Sorry to have kept you so long. There's the detective's instinct again. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? What? Alma, I told Veta I wouldn't say anything, but... You know, I was really sticking my neck out by telling Fisher I'd let him stay in London. If there were any other stowaways on board, it'd be really hard for me to get away with letting them walk. But I sympathize with them in spite of what my job asked me to do, you know. My heart sometimes tells me to do the opposite. So maybe if there were any other stowaways still on board... Well, maybe it's for the best that I don't know about it. Well, I'm gonna go try and get one last drink before you arrive. I sure hope the bar's still open. Catch up with you and Emma once we get to the station. Sound good? Yeah, that sounds good. Thanks, detective, and good luck with everything. Don't sweat it. Well, that solved that for me. Alright, so Emma's waiting for me in the observation car. I'll catch up with her as soon as I can, but first I need to talk to Alma. Alma, it's me, Trevor. Hello. Alma, she's okay. Hello, Trevor. It's good to see you again. Yeah, same to you. Alma, what happened? And why are you hiding out here in Ved's cabin? I owe you an explanation, but if you don't mind, I'd like to explain it to both you and Emma if I could. Do you know where she is? Yeah, she's in the observation car. I was just about to go and see her. You want to come with me? I don't think I should leave this place with that detective still snooping around. I understand. I don't want you to do anything you're uncomfortable with, but you don't have to worry about Detective Daltrey. He's alright, trust me. It's okay, though. I'll go get her. Wait, hold on. I'll come with you. Are you sure? Yes, I trust you. And if you trust the detective, then I do too. Okay, let's go. All wrapping up more neatly than I thought it would. There she is outside on the platform. Emma? Hi, Trevor. How are you doing? I'm alright. I just keep going over everything that happened in my head. I don't know what to think or what to feel. It still just doesn't seem real. Does that make sense? Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Hey, Emma, I brought someone with. She wants to talk to us. Huh? Hello again, Emma. Alma! Oh, Alma. I'm so glad to see you're okay. When we lost you earlier, I thought the worst. I'm sorry to have worried you so. This whole time I've been nothing but a burden to you. I feel so guilty. I feel like I owe you both so much. Trevor and I just wanted to do the right thing. We wanted to help someone in need, and we wanted to find the truth. You don't owe us anything, Alma. But I think you can help us with one more thing. Finding the real truth. Yes, you deserve that. You deserve to know what happened after I met you in the storage car. And the lights went out. No, that's not what I meant. Huh? What am I getting at? I don't... Emma, what's this about? There's something about Martin's story that doesn't make sense. It's just a small thing, but I can't stop thinking about it. Trevor, with everything we know, who do you think killed Edison Maxwell? Maxwell? But we know that already, don't we? It was... Was it not Otto? Do you think it was Alma? Alma, you have something else to tell us, don't you? Do you mind if I tell you a bit about my husband, Otto? Shortly after we were married, that Otto suggested we flee to Vendrika. But even after we moved, we still struggled to get by. Both of us searched for suitable work to little success. Only jobs we could find were low-paying positions as housekeepers for that dreadful lawyer, Maxwell. We'd alternate days, and if for some reason one of us wasn't able to go to work, the other would go instead. The work was grueling, and Maxwell was a tyrant. Both Otto and I were so worn down. I would often return late at night and break down in tears. But Otto never complained. He would comfort me, reassure me that someday our situation would improve, that this wouldn't be forever. In spite of everything, he believed in Vendrika. He was a truly good man. One night, Otto returned home looking pale. I asked him what was wrong, and he told me. That was the night your professor first met with him and instructed him to kill Maxwell. He confessed to me what he had been told. He was beside himself. He didn't know what to do. He thought we should go to the police, but I feared that they would be unsympathetic. I feared the consequences for us if your professor found out. When the night came, Otto was to kill Maxwell. He was supposed to go to work as normal, but Otto couldn't even get out of bed. He was sick to his stomach. He decided not to do it. He could never kill a man. He was too good for that. As always, he assured me that everything would be alright, but we both knew this time was different. I was so frightened. And then Otto, too sick to go to work, he asked me if I would go for him, as I had done many times before. Oh, jeez, Otto. I went to Maxwell's that night. I don't even believe he heard me come into the door, because his attention was elsewhere. I walked in, I overheard the end of a conversation he was having on the phone. It sounded like he was bragging to one of his colleagues. He boasted about how he was blackmailing a Cambrican immigrant he had working for him. He laughed as he told his friend how he threatened to have the man deported if he didn't obey. He was exploiting another struggling Cambrican in the same way your professor was exploiting my husband. And then I saw red. It made me so angry and I was afraid. So many thoughts were rushing through my mind, and I had a knife block right in front of me for some reason. Right in the kitchen outside of the office. Because that's where the office was, right outside the kitchen. Don't ask too many questions. And then she killed him. I immediately fled and told my husband what I had done. He just looked at me. He looked at me in a way he had never looked at me before. And got up and dressed immediately. Told me he was going to meet your professor, as originally planned, as if he had completed the job. He left, and that was the last time I ever saw him. I didn't know that he planned to turn himself in and take credit for the murder. I suppose this was his way of accepting responsibility for what I had done. It's only later that I found out he intended to have me travel to London alone. Even before that, I knew. It was in that look he gave me. The moment that I saw his face, I knew that he didn't love me. And how could he? How could a decent man like Otto love a murderer? I wasn't good enough for him. I let him down, and he let me go. That isn't true. Martin never intended to kill your husband. He said so in his letter. They had an altercation at the hotel, but it wasn't because Otto decided to turn himself in. Because Martin threatened you. Martin told Otto that you would be deported if you refused to comply with the plan. Otto protested, so Martin panicked and shot at him. I think your husband tried to do the right thing both for himself and for you. He died trying to protect you, Alma. Trevor? I think you have something that belongs to Alma, don't you? Huh? Oh yeah. That's right. Did I not guess properly? I could have sworn I guessed properly. This. I found this in Veda and Monty's cabin. It's your wedding ring, isn't it? I took this off after they found me, after I talked to you. I left it in their cabin because I didn't think I should wear it anymore. Because of this ring that we found you, Alma. We knew it was yours because of the engraving. To my beloved Alma Keller. Your husband loved you, Alma, until the very end. Oh, Otto. When the lights went out, your professor immediately grabbed me and took me back to his cabin. Spoke with me in some detail about his life, about who he actually was, who he was to you two. Then, he handed me his gun. He had the scene set to look like a suicide. All I had to do was place the gun in his hand when I was finished. He instructed me to wait for the train to start moving and to shoot when the whistle blew. Then I was to go to the magician's cabin and hide with them until the train finally arrived in London. I suppose this was how he felt he could make amends for Otto's death, allowing me to take revenge. I took the gun. I stood there waiting for the train to move. Neither of us said a word. We just stared into each other's eyes for what felt like an eternity. I wasn't afraid. He had made up his mind. It was beautiful. So I waited, and I waited, till... It's alright, Alma. You don't have to tell us anymore. We get the idea. You killed our professor. I don't blame you. After what he'd done to you, I'm sure I'd have done the same. Emma, please don't get the wrong idea. I don't blame you for thinking like you do. After all, what I've done is something I will have to live with the rest of my life. But I didn't kill you, Professor. After some time had passed, I handed him his gun and I left. 3 nights ago, I nearly lost myself. Grief and guilt clouded my mind and I didn't feel I had anything left to live for. When I was lying alone in that cage, I ceased to feel anything at all. I may as well have been dead. As soon as the train departed, I escaped from where I was hidden and came here to this exact spot. I intended to end my own life. Waited here trying to work up the courage to do the only thing I thought was left for me. And suddenly you appeared and brought me back down to earth. You helped bring my humanity back to me. And I wasn't about to lose it again for something as horrible as revenge. You're a special girl with a good heart. I sincerely hope, in spite of everything, I sincerely hope your spirit isn't broken. Ah, that fucking train whistle. It scares me every time. We should arrive in a few minutes, just a few minutes. I'm going to return to the magician's cabin. If you want to tell the detective about me, I won't stop you. Alma, I'm glad we found you. And maybe someday we'll come back to London and find you again. Does that sound good? I'd like that. Thank you. Goodbye. See you later, Alma. Goodbye. She's crying. Emma? Yeah? I'm just curious about Alma. I was pretty surprised you knew that she did it. Did you pick up on the same inconsistency with Maxwell's murder that I did? Yeah, it was the nature of the crime scene. I guess that's something to do with the crime scene, huh? Well, okay, what was it about the crime scene? Where was the discrepancy? The fact that it looked like a robbery. That's right. I see you really were paying attention. According to Daltrey, the scene of the crime was very clean. There was no sign of a struggle or any indication of robbery. Martin specifically said the plan involved making the crime scene look like a robbery. Otto could have made a mistake, but under the circumstances, I couldn't shake the feeling there was another explanation. That's when I realized the murder might have been committed by someone who only knew part of the plan. The part that involved killing Maxwell. That left only one person. Very perceptive as always. Trevor, do you think we did the right thing? What do you mean? I keep thinking about what would have happened if we not got involved in all of this. Right now, we'd just be thinking about how nice of a trip this was, and Martin would still be here. It's not that I wish we hadn't learned the truth, it's just maybe there could have been a better way. I'd done things differently, or if I just wasn't so obsessed with finding Alma. It's just, how could I not be? How could I just forget about her? It's all alone. Nobody else looking for her. Nobody else seemed to care about her at all. I couldn't do nothing. Nobody else was going to fight for her, then it had to be me. At least, that's what I thought. No, now I'm not so sure. Yeah, honestly, if we hadn't investigated any of this, Mr. Fisher would not be going back to Vendrica in cuffs. Alma would be safe in London. The professor would be okay. Your stupid nose got the professor killed, Emma. Just minding my own business and left it alone. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying. No, I agree. I think you're right. I think you screwed the pooch royally on this one. Hey Emma, can I tell me something? Why did you want me to come on this trip? Why do you ask? It's just, when you first told me about this whole thing, I wasn't too sure about it, but you really were insistent. You kept telling me how good it'd be for my writing, how it'd be a good chance to show Martin what I could do. I know you really mean all that, but was that the only reason? No, of course it wasn't. I was nervous about traveling overseas for the first time. I didn't want to... I mean, I knew I'd be safe with Professor Martin, but I just didn't want to go alone. I wanted somebody else to share this experience with, and I wanted it to be you. Well, now look at this mess I got you into. You must think I sound pretty pathetic. You know, Emma, before we met, I really felt kind of lost. The past few years, I thought I figured something out, or at least for the first time, I thought I had a goal. I wanted to prove myself to Martin just like you did. Sometimes in class, you'd answer him so enthusiastically, and he'd give you that sly smile of approval. I just want to roll my eyes. But honestly, I was jealous. I was jealous that Martin thought so highly of you. I just knew I couldn't compare. I wanted what you had, someone who really believed in me and talent to deserve it. I don't know if it was just because I was jealous or what, but it seems dumb now. Emma, you saved someone's life. You saved your life just by being who you are and by doing what you thought was the right thing to do. And then you got the professor killed by by continuing to push and push and push. And on top of that, it's all because you. Because of you that the real truth behind multiple horrible crimes finally came to light. We're helping? Excellent. I never had any reason to be jealous, because from the day I met you, I already had somebody to look up to. I think you did the right thing, and I'm glad I was here to help you do it. We got the professor killed together, and both Alma and Martin were right about you. You really are a remarkable person, Emma, and I'm glad to have you as a tutor, and a friend. Oh, she's crying. Thank you, Trevor. And Trevor. Don't think that just because of all this you can skip writing that term paper. Oh no! Martin isn't here anymore, so it's my responsibility to make sure we finish this study program. Who's gonna grade the paper, Emma? You? I won't take no for an answer. I want this to be the best essay you've ever written, okay? Don't worry. It will be. It'll be the best hot dog essay you've ever read. Good. I can't wait to read. Oh. That's nice. That was a fun game. Maybe slightly too linear. Slightly. I don't know, for a detective game, it didn't feel like it was actually asking me to do a lot of puzzle solving. It's more of a it felt more like a novel that I was reading than an actual puzzle game. Maybe that was the point. I would say it's definitely more Famicom Detective Club than Ace Attorney in that respect. Otherwise, it's a pretty good game. Decent story. Not really sure who... Am I supposed to be sympathizing with the criminals? Because it kind of felt like that's where it was pushing me. Like, yeah, you need to feel bad for the professor, even though he got, like, 3 people killed. Who's playing this piano? We believe in you. Japanese localization. Interesting. It does feel very much like this should have been made in Japan. It's actually very curious that it wasn't. I guess that just speaks to the quality of the animation and the writing and such. Wow, that is a small team. What was that, like a dozen people, maybe? That's tiny. And half of them were localization. For the Japanese version. Damn. Okay, well, shit. Okay, it feels just like an anime too. Yeah, the art style is very anime-esque. One and done. Okay, let me close that out. Turn Spotify back on. Okay, well, I guess it is almost 1, so I guess it's about that time. It's very curious. Huh. It's not quite how I was expecting that to end. But I did enjoy it. Let's see here. I say we raid Prey, who is playing a spooky game called Look Outside. What are your plans this week? You mean stream-wise or just in general? Both. Stream-wise, I actually received a game key for a game called GAH, G-A-H exclamation point. So we're gonna try that out. I think it's officially out tonight, or it's like in a couple of hours, but we're gonna try that out on Tuesday. I don't think it's gonna be a long one. It looks like a fairly short game. So we're gonna try that out on Tuesday, and then I think on Thursday we're gonna start Jet Set Radio. Because that one's been on my list of games to play for a long time, and I think it's about time we give it a shot. And then as far as regular everything else goes, probably going to start going to the gym this weekend. Or not the weekend. We start going to the gym again this week. Hopefully. It's been a while. It's been a very long time. At least a couple years, I think. Alright, friends. We're gonna go raid Prey, who's playing a spooky game. It looks like a turn-based game. I think I've heard of it. It's got some very creepy art. But we're gonna go say hi. Gym will be good. I hope. I think we're gonna try and do more aerobic stuff, because I used to do a lot of weightlifting. So I have decent muscles, but I'm still kind of chunky in the middle. So we're gonna try and slim down a little bit. To try and treat some of my underlying health conditions that have been caused by my weight gain. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you all on Tuesday. We will be trying out GAH exclamation point. And yeah, thanks for being here, everybody. Onyx, Nobody, Shelby, Sophie. Yeah. See you on Tuesday. Have a good night, and say hi to Pray for me. Bye.